13th.
I know.
It's like so dark out. It's never like this.
Never.
Scary, man. Yes, and dog food roulette happening later today.
I know.
I look to my right. I see Pacia Davis made some purchases.
Yay.
Prime cuts and gravy. Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
As prepared by Alpo.
Woo.
Yes, we would never shortchange the listeners into just having the regular cuts in gravy. We're talking about prime cuts and gravy.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? We're going to make you eat like dog food around here?
Come on.
It's like Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. For some, it's a lot better. Yes. And somebody walks away with a flyaway to Boo Bomb this morning, Terry. They have Boo Bomb tickets to give away to people in the Bay. We got a lot of stuff to do today on this Friday the 13th.
Woo.
I was just reading yesterday online, in between visits to more of my favorite porn sites there. Or regular sites, I mean. That Friday the 13th is, in fact, a day where people get in more accidents, have more trauma, have more issues, have more fear. It is not some urban legend.
And if you go to summer camp at Crystal Lake, you get shot with bow and arrows and chopped up with machetes.
That's a risky take, though.
Yeah.
Yes, don't walk by the guy. Don't get too close to the guy with the chainsaw.
Do you think a lot of that is
It's
in your
not
head, though?
a myth. Well, maybe that's what part of the article was suggesting. Maybe because of the power of suggestion, people and the anxiety they allow to creep into them on Friday the 13th may get themselves in more accidents, may get themselves to a point where there's more trauma, may get themselves to all these places. But regardless, it is a day to fear. Anyway.
Okay, I'm fearing.
But we'll be paying the bills and all the other stuff, and I'm sure we'll take some calls. And,
Right.
Yes.
Some lighter side stuff.
I'm sure that'll take place. And, it doesn't get much lighter than watching some stranger eat dog food
Sure.
without them being completely sure what's happening to them. If you don't know what we're talking about, you may want to stay tuned because dog food roulette will be happening later this morning.
Wow, what a way to christen the studio here.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Just having it smell like dog poop for the next 6 months. That's wonderful. Nice idea. Who thought of this one? Great.
T-Man. When you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Regrets? Nick Lachey has a few. Nick tells David Letterman choosing to do the MTV reality show Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica was a mistake.
Right.
It was among the dumber ideas I think I've ever seen executed in history.
Yeah, whatever. Who's buying that? Without that show, you would still be Nick Lachey. I remember looking at a CD in like the year 2000 and going, oh, who's Nick Lachey?
Right.
Man. No one would know who the hell he is. No one would know who Jessica's husband was if it wasn't for the show Newlyweds. Who's he kidding?
Right.
Who's he kidding? I like people lying to me.
And you wouldn't have hot chicks like Vanessa,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the only reason.
You really wouldn't.
The only reason he's digging deep into Vanessa Manila right now is because of that show.
Right.
That show made you get everything you have, you freaking idiot. Why are you lying to David Letterman? No one should lie to David Letterman. Well, no one's watching him anyway. So, I mean, does anyone watch David Letterman anymore?
I don't think so. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
He's getting a little bit old. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
All right.
Throws up softballs to all the guests.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Not like it was.
Not the laugh a minute that it once was.
Yeah, the guy in the deli, it's funny to talk to him.
They still talk to him?
Yeah, oh yeah, he loves him. Wow. We get it.
We get it. The man has a lot of time on his hands. All right, let's
Biff
move on.
Henderson at spring training. Funny every time.
It is. You have to acknowledge that it always is worth a good laugh.
It is.
What else is going on in the world besides Nick Lachey lying to people,
Lying.
Jerry? Well, the first person for Dog Food Roulette is already here.
Already?
We told him to get here around 7:30. The guy is going to be sitting here. Is it a guy? It's a guy. Yes.
Well, there you go.
Very eager. Very much knowing
That's great.
that there's a lot in store for him this morning, perhaps. One of the contestants in Dog Food Roulette later this morning, Terry, is going to win a flyaway to Boo Bomb.
All right.
All expenses paid. Hotel, airfare, everything.
He's here.
That has no bearing on whether you show up a minute before it starts or 2 hours before it starts. but the guy is eager.
Maybe he had to come from a, long distance or something.
I don't care if he came from Guam, Terry. He doesn't have to be here 2 hours early. Hey, he's already here.
He is here and ready to go, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Warm-up exercises, maybe.
What is he going to do? What is he going to do for the next, could be upwards of 2 hours before we play, for all I know.
Gonna sit there.
Gonna sit there.
He's got to, stretch.
Got to stretch for dog food roulette.
Sure.
Yes.
Calisthenics.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull anything.
Right.
You could easily pull a quad during dog food roulette.
Scrape off his taste buds so he doesn't taste anything.
No kidding.
Plenty of time out there to pull something. As long as he cleans up.
We've all done it in the green room.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness.
Join the club.
He's going to have a long time sitting there in the green room, Terry, and there's not much going on in the green room except 4 green walls.
Yeah.
He's going to have a long time to think about these prime cuts and gravy.
Oh, tasty.
Maybe you should go outside and show him the prime cuts and gravy.
God, that looks good.
Oh, wow. No, you wrote like that, Terry.
Oh,
Okay. My girl. Cheap date. Just the way I like them. What else is going on in the world? Because of dog food roulette later this morning, Terry, and because we have so many things to get to this morning, and because it is a Friday, and especially because it is Friday the 13th, Terry,
Oh, scary.
where something bad is going to happen to somebody today. That's guaranteed.
Oh, man.
Because of all that, maybe I'll open the phone lines like right now and see who wants to talk about who knows what this morning. 1-866-663-T-Man. That's toll-free in the Bay. That's toll-free in the Northwest. That's 1-866-663-T-Man.
Don't you love this time of year?
No.
How can you not love this time of year, Terry? The leaves are changing. The air's
Yeah,
getting crisp.
right,
There's 20 feet of snow in Buffalo.
Mass murderers with white masks walking around.
Yeah, you never know who's going to jump out from behind a tree with a chainsaw and just end it for you right there.
Right.
Or at least expose themselves.
Jeez.
I'll take that.
Oh, Stephen likes that idea.
Oh, yeah.
Other than getting killed? Yeah, I'll take that.
Really? You'd rather be traumatized for life than just have it
Have your head hacked off.
end for you without any real suffering? Or?
Yeah, let me think about that. Yes.
All right, Stephen is volunteering to be exposed
Wow.
for... Exposed for?
Exposed to.
Exposed at? Exposed in. Yeah. More in. All right, anyway. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number. Yes, what else is going on, Terry Free?
Jennifer Aniston apparently is squashing all rumors on Oprah. This episode is supposed to air on Monday, but she's going to squash the rumor that her and Vince Vaughn have broken up. She's also
Not airing till Monday, but you got the inside scoop.
Right.
Terry Free with the inside scoop.
Hey, trying to break it down for you.
All right, well, nobody cares. So
Oh, well, and also there were rumors that she had breast implants. So
music won't go away, Terry. It
I
just
know.
refuses to die.
Can I slice its head off?
Oh, geez.
And she's going to squash that rumor too.
That what? She broke up with Vince Vaughn?
No, that she had breast augmentation.
Oh, I hear she's coming out saying she's still together with Vince Vaughn too. But
Yes, I just said that.
Oh,
to
you did say that? Maybe that's where I heard it.
Breaking news.
I know, I was hearing it somewhere. I might have read it somewhere, by the way, too, but I doubt it.
Oh, yeah. She just claims that she gains weight and it all goes to her boobs.
Is that right?
That's why she's so chesty these days.
Yes, she's
Hey,
chesty
hey.
westy.
She is.
Uh-huh. You want to talk to Chris from Olympia, who's been up all night, Terry?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Up all night.
Oh, no.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a pretty old
Sorry.
reference there, Terry.
I just like
She, Chris, is a man or a woman? I'm assuming it's a dude or what? Yes, okay. He's been fretting, Terry, about Friday the 13th.
Wow.
He figures if he never goes to sleep, it'll just stay Friday, it'll stay Thursday the 12th all throughout the day.
It'll never become, huh?
Is that the reason you've been up all night, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? What's happening?
We've been up quadding all night.
Uh-huh. Who's we?
Yeah. Oh, me and my buddy.
You and your buddy.
Yeah, we had some ladies come along riding on back with us.
Very close buddies?
Oh, very close, buddy.
And you had like a big kind of foursome situation going on all night, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did the
all night.
swords cross?
Oh, we're just pulling home right now.
Oh, wow. That's code for something really dirty, Terry.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, pulling
Yes.
home, yeah. You never done that?
You're pulling home. Your turn to pull. Chris?
Yeah.
So it was about as successful an evening as you've had in some time as far as your level of satisfaction and gratification, or what?
What was that?
Never mind. It was too long a question.
All right, never mind.
Give me the highlight of the night last night. What was the highlight?
Seeing Nels Bridge from Olympia.
What was that?
Seeing Narrows Bridge from Olympia, I think.
Wow, that sounds really romantic for you and your buddy.
It actually is really cool when you see it.
Sitting on the bridge together and throwing pennies into the water.
Oh, making wishes.
And hoping that those wishes come
I
true.
lost the buddy halfway through.
You lost a buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow we got split up.
All right, well, we'll, what do you do when you're skimming the bottom of the water looking for dead bodies, Terry?
Whoa,
That. Yeah, we'll do that.
That.
But you won't be a suspect, don't worry.
All right.
All right. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Well, you know, he's
Well,
been up all
they had
night.
girls on the back of motorcycles, I guess, on four-wheelers. They were quadding all night, he said.
Oh, all right. So nobody hooked up with anyone.
Doesn't
Sounded
sound
a
like
pretty
it.
boring night to me.
He had a girl on the back, so hopefully he did.
Yeah. Didn't seem to mention that, though.
No.
I asked for the highlight of the night.
Yeah.
He's talking about something on the bridge.
Staring at the bridge.
Yeah,
Olympia.
staring at the bridge. Oh, what a scene. Okay, let's go home now.
Never seen one of those. It connects two pieces of land.
Cool, they're building a new one, you know?
Vera. What's up, Vera?
Hi.
What's up?
Not much.
What can we do for you?
Well, I like the Friday the 13th.
You like the Friday the 13th, yes?
Yeah. I like the spookiness of it and the freaky thing.
All right, nobody asked you. Todd from, we didn't ask for your thoughts on Friday the 13th. We gave you
Breakdown.
ours, and that's pretty much as we need to talk about it.
That's all that matters.
Not really. Todd from Fremont, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, T-Man?
What's up, sir?
Hey, I used to listen to you guys 8 years ago in Seattle. It's good to hear you in the Bay Area, man.
Oh, jeez. Yes. Thank you so much.
Hey, so, how come you ended up getting married?
Well,
Like that's a disease or something.
Well, let's see where you were 8 years ago.
Because the T-Man 8 years ago would have never have gotten married.
Weren't you on your spree way back then?
absolutely. 8 years ago, there's no
Yeah.
reason to get married. And then
Right.
all of a sudden, I became a man whose first number in his age was a 3, and that's
Whoa.
when it's time to start thinking about getting married. Doesn't mean you got to slow down all your other activities, but there comes a point in a man's life where perhaps you decide to get married, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Sure.
You wanted kids.
How to make the kids legitimate. All right? There you go.
Hey, Terry!
You want to call me a cop-out? You want to call me a sellout? Fine!
Whoa. Oh, he's got.
I am all that and more!
He's got a question for me now.
Hello?
Time for those questions. Yes, Carrie, it's your turn. Go ahead.
I was calling because my mom called me this morning. She's crying because her husband came home with his underwear on backwards, and she thinks he's cheating on her. I do too, but he told her that he always wears his underwear like that. Now, they've been married 8 years. She
Much
The
more
underwear on
comfortable.
backwards.
Yeah, always wear it like that,
the
honey.
quick excuse you must come up with when your wife or your girlfriend discovers your underwear is on backwards. Oh, no, it's way more comfortable like that. Everyone's doing it. Haven't you seen the men around the world these days? They're all putting their underwear on backwards, baby. Now, I don't know why you're looking at me all suspicious. You better just forget all those thoughts right now. Go out and look at men's underwear today. Ask if you can see men's underwear, and you'll find out that everyone's wearing their underwear backwards.
Yeah, the top male models, man. It's all of
Man,
it.
talk about
like a
trying to
loose
weasel
wear
out of a
that's going
situation with the lamest excuse in the world and having it almost work. Having it looking like it may work.
I don't know where he got this idea from to say that he always wears it like that, and she have to decide what to do. I mean, come on. If he have his underwear on back, obviously he was trying to put them on in the dark.
Well, then your poop smells like vagina because something's not right here.
But I guess she probably would listen now that she hear it from you. So I just
So
wanted to tell her.
you gotta wake up early on a Friday the 13th in the darkness that is the current environment right now out there, and hear your mom in tears, hear your mom in just all this anxiety and grief telling you about how her husband's cheating on her. Is that what you need at 6 a.m. in the morning?
Well, she called me and woke me up with the stupidity.
That's what I'm saying. Is that what you need?
You're looking forward to the weekend. All of a sudden, you get awoken by some kind of news like this.
Yes.
Backwards undies.
So what did you say to your mom? Your mom obviously called you at this time to be a shoulder to To lean on? What did you say?
He's always doing stuff. And me and my mom were like best friends, so she always called me and tell him, I would never tell her to leave her.
Why do I get the sense this is not your biological father? Why do I get the sense this is a stepfather? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, it is.
Aha. She would be a lot more defending and a lot less callous towards this man if he was a biological parent, Terry. But she doesn't like this guy to begin with. And she's told her mother all along what a bastard he is from day one.
He's been a cheating fool all this time.
So you don't mind hearing about your predictions coming true of what a louse your mom married, right or wrong?
I don't care. My mom makes a whole bunch of money. She could live without him. All her kids are grown. I don't know why she feel the need to have him. Anyway, she sounds selfish, but...
What does your mom do to make all this bunches of money?
My mom's an accountant.
Wow. And the season's coming up.
Oh,
and he's a recycle man.
All she needs is his backwards underwear to distract her during tax season coming up in a few months, Terry.
She can't afford to make those mistakes.
Man. Guy comes home with his underwear on backwards. Tries to convince his wife it's the style.
That's the new trend.
Tries to convince his wife that the underwear people didn't know what they were doing and they got it backwards. The comfort that you're looking for is applying it on the opposite way.
So how...
Well, I guess those little kids crisscross had it right the whole time.
I guess they did.
So your mom was crying, but as it stands right now, they're sound asleep in the home, or what?
Well, I don't know if she sleeps. She called me this morning, so.
But she didn't exactly throw him out or anything like that, to your knowledge, right?
She's like, what should I do? I mean, come on.
Really?
I don't know. I said, I'll call the T-Man. He'll tell you what to do.
But would your mom throw him out if you said, Mom, get rid of him? Obviously, he cheated on you. That's a weak excuse.
I've told her this. I saw this man in the club all hugged up on another lady. And
wow, that's got to be hot. You and him in the same club, let me tell you. Oh, yeah. I really feel like I missed out not being in that club on that night, Terry.
Oh, we're doing the Charleston and really getting along.
Cell phones have cameras on them.
You didn't take any cell phone camera pictures to prove something to your mom, or what?
No, what happened was I was in the corner, so he didn't see me. And then when he was like up on a lady...
Yeah, he's grinding on a 22-year-old. You got to be taking pictures.
No, I just was staring at him, and then, like, when he looked up, he gonna come over and be like, oh, what you doing in here? I'm like, So he gonna leave out the club and go home and tell my mom, oh, she might come home and tell you that she saw me. And I say, Mama, that's your cue right there.
Yeah, true, very true. He's trying to cover his tracks.
If she's sticking with him through the club accusation that you told your mom about, if she's obviously not making any changes due to the backwards underwear, it sounds like to me she's going to tolerate just about anything this man does. And a man knows when he's got his wife or his girlfriend exactly where he wants her, to the point where he can get away with anything and just make up a couple of lame excuses and have everything go back to normal. So don't expect any changes. Expect a lot of crying phone calls in your future.
Oh, I don't want to. I just need you. I should need some tough love. Just tell it, T-Man.
Well, actually, you should be able to tell her, say, Mom,
it doesn't sound like there's anything you or I can do. This woman is just in this endless cycle of oncoming misery.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Sorry to say it in truthful terms. That's just the way it is. Your mom, for some reason, can't get herself out of the cycle. Pull her by the hair. Drag her out of the cycle.
I don't know what to do. And I don't want to, I mean, if she don't stay with him, I don't need to be her counselor because she's already made her decision, right?
Well, just think of all the clubs you can look forward to seeing him in this weekend. So have a good weekend.
You can hook up with him.
Yeah.
Oh, now.
You turn to your left, hot-looking guy, turn to your right. Oh, there's your stepfather. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay, have a great weekend.
I got my bra on backwards, big boy.
We're a match made in heaven.
That'll be hot.
Yes. When the backwards bra and the backwards boxers meet.
Whoa.
The dance floor will never be the same.
Worlds colliding.
Yeah, that is one hot club, let me tell you.
The T-Man.
He tried to pork me.
Well, just when you thought they'd found a way to deep fry everything possible.
Yeah, yum yum at the North Carolina State Fair. Opening this Friday, deep-fried Coca-Cola.
Wow!
So you're probably wondering how they're doing this,
right?
No,
I never really thought about it. Didn't care.
They start by mixing funnel cake batter with Coke instead of water. The batter then poured into the fryer and cooked into doughy strand things.
She sounds very excited about this, Terry.
Yeah, funnel cake is really good.
Very well. That's not what they're talking about here. They're talking about deep-fried Coke, Terry.
I know that.
Get your snorting nostril ready because it's deep fried here. It's very exciting.
It's really going to burn if it's deep fried.
Yes.
Holy crap.
You better have a lot of tolerance at the North Carolina State Fair. This is big-time stuff. This is new ground that they're breaking here.
The strands are then put in a cup. They sprinkle it with powdered sugar. They douse it with Coke syrup. And then they top it with whipped cream and a cherry. Woohoo!
Oh, jeez.
They're getting really fired up on that new set there.
They are.
You know, everyone's going to eventually ruin this by coming out with new deep-fried Coke.
Oh,
It just becomes a disaster.
Yeah, I know.
And they have to come back with classic deep-fried
Right.
Coke.
Yeah, Max Headroom, not funny.
Not really
We don't
cutting
need
it
it.
these days, yes. Well, it's very exciting. The things they can do at fairs these
I
days.
thought the fair season was done.
Well,
Apparently not.
Not in North Carolina.
Yeah, true.
it's a never-ending fair season in North Carolina.
Jeez.
All year round.
Like my southern accent, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Totally on point. What else is going on? What else is happening on Friday the 13th, please?
Got a Tara Reid update for you.
Oh, I need the Tara Reid update of the day. Yes, please.
She's apparently got a new movie coming out, although it will go straight to DVD.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a horror flick called...
What a shock. This is certainly promising for the future of her career. The salvaging of her career is obviously on the move with her new movie going straight to DVD.
Right. Yeah, it's called Incubus.
Incubus.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go.
She really wanted to make strides as far as turning a career around. She should make a porno called Suck Your Bus. Suck everyone on the bus.
Sure, this movie will suck plenty.
So everyone on the bus?
Well, not everybody. There's always got to be one person that's just an envy, and that makes for a better movie.
Like the driver.
That's right. Always turning around, wondering why it can't be him, and then the last scene of the movie, it finally is.
Okay.
Not
So it
that
is
you
everyone
ever
on the
get
bus.
that far in the movie, but you understand. What else? Tara Reid, very exciting news for her. Yes, of course.
According to In Touch Weekly, Kevin Federline has put his foot down with Britney Spears using backup male dancers for her new video.
I don't understand. He's put his foot down by not his own foot. He's used the backup male dancers to put their foot down?
No, he has, said no backup male dancers for you in your new video.
You're not allowed to... She's going to do a new video?
Apparently so. She's
Her
got
body is not even close to being ready for a new video.
I understand.
Is it going to be a plus-size workout video?
It just says new video. Doesn't give me the kind, anything like that.
Is it a new video called You're a Slave from My Fat Flap?
Maybe so. That would be a good
What kind of video is she prepared to do?
She looked really big at the Teen Choice Awards.
She is not looking like she's prepared to be doing any videos.
No, I know.
Unless there's been a complete 180 on her body in the past 3 weeks. This woman is not ready to be doing any videos.
I understand that. But
Kevin Federline said, even that being the case, even though you're going to embarrass you and me and everyone we've ever known by trying to do another video, but we need the cash. You are
'cause
not.
I've spent it all.
I am putting my Kevin Federline foot down.
yes.
You are not allowed to have any male dancers
Backup dancers, right?
in your video.
Right. Implying, of course, that she kind of has a thing for male backup dancers because he was one of hers.
Right.
So
She's had a history of hooking up with loser backup male dancers. And he
Correct.
won't be having that.
that's right. Can't have somebody else moving out.
Your days of hooking up with the biggest scummy loser backup male dancers is history. Right. You've had your last one. And that's me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all the loser you need, baby.
Once you've been to the top of the mountain of Loserville,
Yeah.
there's nowhere else to go.
Right. Where do you go?
You don't go anywhere else. So that's why it makes perfect sense that he puts his Kevin Federline foot down and tells Brittany, you can forget about the idea of male backup dancers in your new stupid video, but please, hopefully it'll make a lot of money because we could use it. I want to buy some of that deep-fried Coke I've been hearing about.
Yeah. Does she have a new album out or something? She can't possibly have a new album.
She can't possibly have a new album. She can't possibly be working on anything right now when she's got
I think she is actually working on something.
I thought she was, too.
Yeah, I had heard something about that.
She's got 2 sons, and she can't afford nanny, so she's got a lot of time that's filled already. No free time to be working on a new album. She's working on a new album?
I think so. I believe she is.
How can she squeeze in time to endanger her kids' lives?
Man.
I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, when is she going to make the time to drive her kid around with the car seat facing the wrong way?
In a convertible in the sun.
Come on, there was just 10 incidents. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, just 10. No big deal.
Adam, where are you calling from?
Oh, Novato.
What's up?
What's up? I got my underwear on backwards, and I'm building a pallet out here at Safeway.
Sounds like you're off to a good start on this Friday the 13th, Adam. Yes. Thanks for giving us the scoop. Anything else going on in your world?
I got an evil child coming today.
You have a what?
Evil child coming today.
All right. Does that mean your mail-order bride is due in any second, or what are we talking about here?
Wife has a C-section?
It's a bad thing, because I don't need no kid. I'm a player. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I'm not following you. You're due to have a child today? You're due to have a son or a daughter, or what?
A son, yeah.
Wow, on Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm.
How?
And do you know this girl who's having this child of yours, or what?
Unfortunately.
You're familiar with her?
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. We're pretty familiar.
And how did this all come about? How'd you get her knocked up? What happened there? 9 months ago, pretty much to the day. Tell me about the events that led to this baby being born. You're believing the child is going to be born before the end of today. By midnight tonight, you'll be a father for the first time, or what?
Yes, definitely.
For the first time?
For the first time.
Well, congratulations.
Baby Damien.
And why do you think it's going to happen today?
Because I just got one of those fatherly feelings.
One of those fatherly, he's never been a father, but he has one of those fatherly feelings. She's only 4 months along, but he has one of those fatherly feelings, Terry. That's going to be today. If she's 9 months along, is today the due date or what?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to be there?
No. I should kind of shot myself in the foot on this one.
He's got things to do, Terry.
Yeah, he's got to
Got to wash the car today. He's got a lot of things to do. Okay. Well, I asked 9 months ago, more or less, what happened on that day that led to this day. Can you tell us about some of the details of that night or afternoon or whatever the hell it was?
I can't really recall it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I put a lot of trust in somebody with the whole pregnancy pill thing, but...
Aha!
See, well, then that's your fault, dude.
Oh, geez, Terry's already jumping on you. Are you suggesting that this woman may have deceived and or lied to you about the status of any contraception she may have been using? Or do you give her the benefit of the doubt and at least believe that she was on something and wasn't lying, but for some reason it wasn't effective? Which one, A or B?
I think she was definitely lying.
It would be A, Terry.
The whole time.
Well, and of course, it's not your responsibility to cover it up.
She wanted to trap Adam because Adam's a big-time catch.
Right. He's a...
That's right.
So she lied to him. Bold-faced liar, Terry.
Yeah.
Bold-faced. Hey, you know, I could have used the rubber. I could have.
Yeah, you could have. You think?
Hey, in relations to last week's show, this ain't no little dinghy, Terry. You know what I'm saying?
They make them in all different kinds of sizes, don't they?
Well,
I mean,
not too big no Magnum either. Is it a Magnum? You'd have to buy a Magnum size, and you're just embarrassed to take that up to the checkout lady? Is that the deal, or what?
Well,
yeah, pretty much.
You know, because the checkout lady will look at the size and go, "Oh yeah, I gotta have you."
What did she say? What were her exact words that made you feel confident that this thing was taken care of as far as any pregnancy that you weren't prepared for? What were the words she used 9 months ago, if you recall them?
I don't recall them. Pregnant, like, how do you mean? Digress on it a little bit, T-Man.
What was that?
What do you mean? Digress?
I mean, you said she made you feel comfortable that there wasn't any worries about her getting pregnant because she was on either the pill or she was doing something that made you feel like you didn't need to worry. What were the exact words? How did she phrase it?
Well, I just trusted her that she was taking her stuff every day. But
you never really discussed it?
Nah. I guess not.
Cool. I'm good.
But we're talking about a pretty drunken night. Is that what you...
Oh yeah. I'd come home from the bar. Yeah.
Oh, so you were living with this woman?
No.
You weren't. She came home from the bar late night and you called her up, or what?
No, I was dating her for like a year, so I'd have my friends drop me off over there every night or so.
Mm-hmm. His friends drop him off. That's pretty big time.
Wow.
So you had a lot of unprotected sex. It wasn't just a one-time.
Don't worry.
Right.
I'll just walk home when it's done. It's kind of big time.
Gladly.
And you went. So you went into her apartment or house or what? Where'd you go that night?
I went to a low-income housing project.
Nice.
Even hotter, Terry. How hot is this story? All right, so you got dropped off in the projects at her little studio apartment, and you knock on the door. She's there and next to nothing, and you just take her down without speaking a word, or what?
She's like, keep it quiet, Adam. My other two kids are asleep.
Oh, Jesus.
And that didn't concern you right there?
No.
When you hear those words, my other 2 kids are asleep, maybe her track record of using contraception isn't as great as you need it to be.
Yeah. Poor people are fertile.
Maybe that was a warning sign, dude. Are you that just, I mean, come
Man
on.
needed some ass that night, Terry.
Well, and for a year. Wow.
And for a year, right.
Oh, you were doing it for a year that way?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Was she pretty hot or what? Was she pretty hot before she got all fat and pregnant?
She's all right.
How old is she?
24.
Wow. Now she's due to have your child today, and you're going to be supportive. You're going to be filled with anger over the whole situation. What's your take on this going to be?
I'm pretty filled with anger, but, you know.
What are you unpacking right now? It sounds like you're loading...
He said he was loading a pallet.
Uh-huh. I don't know exactly what that means.
About to bring the big strapper pallet into Safeway here.
Is she pissed at you for reacting this way about your guys' child, or she understands? How is she coming through all this?
Well, she's got my mom under her thumb now, so...
She got your mom involved.
So I'm fighting 2 wars now, you know what I mean?
Wow, his mom is against him too now.
Well, don't worry about it. Just
tell him to be a more responsible dude.
He doesn't need to be.
And that just has no other option but to fill you with some guilt, Terry, when your mom is coming down on you. Why are you being a bastard to this tramp?
I mean, you don't want to be a dad at all? You're totally against it?
Oh, yeah, but my mom wants to be a grandma.
Tough dynamic here, Terry.
Man.
It's not looking good over here.
So what happens tomorrow? Let's say the baby's born at 5 o'clock this afternoon. What happens tomorrow? Do you want to go see the kid? Do you want to stay as far away as possible? What's your feeling on that?
I'm trying to stay far away.
Wow. Where's the evil spawn?
Yeah.
You guys still dating?
No. No, we did the Disneyland thing because I paid for the trip, and then I had to cut it off.
What are you doing now for sex? Where are you getting your sex, dude?
I got it covered.
Got it covered.
And you're going to keep it covered?
No, he won't. And then, of course, if you impregnate somebody else, it's her fault again.
Terry is not feeling sorry for you, man.
Not at all.
I know. Come on, Terry. Throw me a bone here.
What if the man was accurate? Maybe he's not, but what if he was accurate, that she was trying to get impregnated by him because he fills his palate responsibly every day and gets a regular paycheck, and she likes that about him?
If what he is saying is
the
true...
man, listen to him. He's filling his palate, Terry, at this time of the morning. This is a responsible guy. What woman wouldn't want to sink her meat hooks into him?
If he's so responsible, then he would have taken responsibility for himself.
Every night?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. It's a lot to ask anyone.
Because, I mean, seriously, she already has 2 children.
Terry's very bitter when it comes to this.
I'm not bitter. I'm
because
just
she's had
right
many
there.
a knock on the door in the olden days from dudes with their palates all standing out straight, and she was left holding the bag too, so to speak.
Whatever.
I agree with Terry, but after a year, though, you think you could start trusting the person.
True, but still, you still have to stay safe.
Anything you do
yourself.
for a year becomes routine. You start to get a little bit lax. This man didn't ask for this, Terry.
No.
But it happened.
Never trust poor people.
Yeah, trust poor people. That's right.
So now you're gonna be all cold to the kid, though.
I don't know. I want to do the right thing.
Sounds like
I want to do the right thing, but, you know, I don't want to be locked down like that, you know, T-Man?
Just cut the check and move on with your life.
So what's the happy medium? Is that what the happy medium is? Just cut whatever check needs to be cut and move on with your life, or what?
I don't know. I'm trying not to do that either because I ain't got much money.
Not much money for her is what that means.
Yeah, for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're loaded, but there's something you could probably send her way, but you'd rather not because you didn't ask for this.
I get by on my own, but, you know, I need everything.
I understand. How old are you, dude?
24.
24 is, Terry, especially in 2006, is way young for a man who's not interested in having a child to have a child.
Okay, all right.
So where's your sorrow-filled bones for this man in his situation, Terry? Not a one?
Not one.
Wow. Julie from Concord wants to say something to you there, Adam, if you want to listen to another caller.
Who is it?
Julie from Concord has some thoughts on your situation. Go ahead, Julie.
Maybe you can take her down.
I agree with Terry. He's such a jerk. I mean, your first child, a new life coming into the world, and you're not even one bit happy about it. I mean, it was your decision to sleep with her. It was your decision not to cover it up. And it was your decision, you know, to to do with her, and now you're having a baby, and you're saying it's an evil child.
Whatever. This guy's story turns you on. If he came to your door at 2 o'clock this morning, you'd be there with a big vertical smile on.
Right.
Filling your palate.
But it's kind of bad. He did start the call saying he's having an evil child today, so you can't blame the child.
He was referring to the Friday the 13th part of the
But he doesn't want to have
you're...
anything to do with this child. I mean, he doesn't even want to, financially take care of it.
Or even
give a name for
Or
it
even, even be there. As far as he's concerned, he thinks it's trash.
I feel sorry for the child.
Well, you can't help but feel sorry for the child, but
that's a given. But you know what? But actually, it's a good thing because he's such a loser anyway.
Oh, geez.
Who'd want a daddy like him?
Apparently, somebody out there did.
Yeah,
and maybe still does, Terry. And it's going to hold him to whatever letter of the law that she can get out of him, even though he made it probably clear on a regular basis that this was not something he wanted to be a part of.
Has she already filed paperwork against you?
I don't care. Jimmy Free Guts right now.
Did you have Adam, did you have a lot of conversations about how you felt about this situation or no?
Yeah.
Did you have regular updates of I'm still not ready to be doing anything that becomes permanent here, if you know what I'm saying? Did you have that conversation with this girl you used to visit at 2 o'clock in the morning or no?
Not 2 in the morning, but after it was too late, we did.
But on a somewhat regular basis, you would have that conversation.
I mean, she knows that I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to, have one, but...
But you weren't wearing condoms, you weren't pulling out, you weren't doing anything like that?
Nope.
Because they don't make sizes for him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's right. He's too big.
So do you think once you see the baby, you won't be happy?
He's not going to see the baby.
He's not going to see the baby.
See the what?
No, that's what I hear, too. Once you see his eyes and all that, you're going to fall in love.
So
he could care less.
It's a boy, or is it a boy, Adam?
Yeah.
All right, it's a boy. You got to give it some consideration about hanging around.
You must have given it to her good.
Yeah, if it was a girl, you could easily pull the ripcord.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, if you have a daughter, it'd be a lot easier to just get out scot-free and not even have any emotion over it. But...
yeah, it's not China here.
But, look at Terry getting even madder. It's a girl. It's a boy, too.
Well, Adam, at least you could, pretend like you like the kid and then possibly try and kill it.
T is calling from Seattle. The man who calls himself T. What a stupid name. Yes, T. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a comment on that dude about him not having... He doesn't want his kid. He just needs to man up and take care of his responsibilities.
You hear that, Adam?
If you make your bed, you lay in it.
You made your bed, literally? Now you lay in it? Even after the act is long over. According to T in Seattle, yes.
Made his bed and he's getting a futon.
Adam, so far the first two callers don't seem to be feeling as though you should be able to just skip out of the picture here if you hear what they're saying.
Nobody's feeling me. It's only you and me so far.
Well, I'm not so sure I'm completely on board with you either. I mean, I think you got to be somewhat understanding of the fact that you're having a child. This child is not the person who didn't ask for this, and you have to be somewhat with some responsibility towards that situation.
But you know what?
As much as I can't help but feel for a man who's told this woman over and over again, I don't want what could eventually result from this. I just want to get my rocks off at 2 in the morning, and you're saying you're cool with that, and that's where it is.
But the other two kids may have been a red flag to that. That
right.
She's somebody who may want to have kids.
Right. But the other thing, too, is...
You could also take the other side of that and say a woman who's 24 years old and already has 2 kids obviously doesn't need a third, so she's going to go extra mile to protect the situation.
Well, then that's your fault.
Yeah, she's gonna have 3 kids now, 3 different fathers, and none of them are around.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that thought...
well, then you shouldn't have been the third,
including
dude.
me.
Well, the other thing, but in defense of Adam, I mean, really, it's probably better that since you don't want to have anything to do with that child, that you not be in that child's life. It's a better situation, quite honestly.
Reverse psychology on him?
No, I mean, it is.
Okay, I want to be with
because there's no sense.
Why can't I be?
A child knows when it's not loved, so why abuse it like that? It's not his fault.
I'm taking him to a football game this weekend.
I mean, seriously, when
4 days old, they're gonna love it.
Regardless.
All right. So you're saying do the kid a favor and leave the kid alone.
Yeah,
it's probably smart.
It's smart.
Adam, Terry's saying the kid eventually, if not immediately, will be able to realize that you obviously want no part of him. So do him a favor and get the hell out of there anyway.
Don't let him get emotionally involved with you.
If you say so.
Well, he's going to do it. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm in support of him saying, good, don't have anything to do with the child, but just definitely leave it alone.
Well, Adam hung up anyway, Terry.
So?
He's gone.
Oh.
Maybe he got a page saying, "It's time, honey."
Oh, boy, honey. Not my name.
It's time, soulmate, to have this child.
Also not my name. Try again. He puts out the wrong number.
That's a tough one, Terry.
It is.
I hate a tough one. Adam is doing everything he can to try to get as little emotion over this as possible, but you could even sense that there was a part of him that understands that he's a part of this child's life, and that's what needs to happen. You could almost sense that part of him, Terry. He wasn't completely just outright asshole behavior, was he?
No, I mean, it's not the worst deal in the world. I mean, she lives with him. She'll raise him.
He even acknowledged that when he first sees the child, he's prepared to feel that bond that will never be broken. Didn't you hear that? Don't you give him credit for that?
No.
You don't give him credit for anything?
Nothing.
After he got trapped like that?
Listen, baby Damien, you ruined my life.
You were born on Friday the 13th. What a surprise.
It's the omen.
Yes. Well, Adam, you're not the first to be experiencing this situation.
No.
How you handle it will be very telling to those who are following your life.
At least it's got siblings to hang out with.
Those who are judging you, Adam, and dictating all your movements and weighing the consequences will be. What am I talking about there?
I don't
And his
know.
mom's into it, too. That's
well,
good.
yeah, that's the thing
grandma.
that's going to make it tough. But at least she's willing to be there.
Wait, why are you my grandma when I don't have a dad? I don't really get that.
Right. But,
Well, your dad's an idiot.
Yeah. But they say the idiot gene skips a generation, so
You should be-
that should be cool.
But you'll be bald.
The T-Man.
Wanted to make that. What are you stapling over there? You all right? You got a lot of work you're doing over there? Terry's working hard for you, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. Even knowing we have dog food roulette coming up in a matter of less than an hour, I would say, Terry.
Right. Because I know eventually, one time, at least today, you'll let me read something.
Well, I'll let you get to your stories, of course, Terry.
good.
I am a very thoughtful man in that regard. But a lot of people, speaking of being thoughtful, I'm considering letting some of these people come on with their busybody comments as it pertains to Adam, Terry. Everyone's got a judgment. Everyone's got a nosy body comment. Like Charlene and Hayward has to say what's on her mind. So vital. Like it all hasn't been discussed already. What do you want, Charlene?
Tina,
Yes.
come on now.
Go ahead. I'm giving you your time. What's that in the
Okay.
What's that in the background? Where are you?
Oh, I'm at Starbucks.
Yes. You had a call from Starbucks, Terry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
mocha.
Okay, here's
Give us your
the thing.
comments with extra foam.
Tom, thanks for selling the Sonics, too, by the way.
Good.
Okay, he told her that he didn't want a baby. She knew this.
Yes.
At the same time, he knew she had two babies from two different people already, and
Yeah.
he's still mixing with her,
How hot
and
is that?
still going up in her bear. What does that say about him?
Pretty cool.
What does that say about her?
Oh, so she doesn't like
should've
anyone in the
known.
situation. She doesn't like Adam. She doesn't like the girl. Everyone's being irresponsible, Terry, and she's never heard of such a thing.
Terry, I feel you. He shouldn't even be in the baby's life, but at the same time, imagine if someone did that to his mom. Okay, put himself in that position. What if someone got his mom pregnant and left his mom like that? Like, oh, well, he's a bastard child. I don't want nothing to do with him, and all this. Then how would he feel if someone treated his mom like that? He gonna go and treat her like that?
So what's your answer? What do you think should be done here? What's the end result that should be happening? You got all the comments in the world, but you have no solutions.
He needs to man up. He needs to man up, take care of his responsibilities. He done went up in her bear. He needs to take care of the outcome. He needs to cut the check. Because regardless, if he's money hungry, he's going to get it anyway.
Even though the
if
child,
he's money hungry, he'll get it anyway.
Should he be part of the child's life or no?
He needs to be a part of the child's life.
All right. Even if the child knows from day one, even if the child knows from day one, Terry, that he has no interest in being a real father, Terry, I happen to perhaps, if anything, agree with you, saying the child will be able to detect from an early point that the dad didn't want any part of him. Don't do me any favors, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well just tattoo Born to Lose right on that kid's arm right at the hospital.
There you go.
Right after the circumcision.
Thanks, Dad.
Does insurance cover that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. She is right. Charlene from Starbucks is right in one respect.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that everyone was being irresponsible.
True.
So,
True.
Guess what? That's the way of the world, baby. Sometimes you just got to take your chances and roll the dice and hope for the best. Because a lot of those situations can't be avoided. You're going out to the club, it's 2 a.m, nothing seemed to work out, and you have a standby that's willing to have you come in her apartment and telling you to shh because she doesn't want you to wake up her kids.
Oh, I love
and she's letting you run her joints Jimmy free. How do you turn that down?
Guess you can't, right?
You cannot turn that down, Terry. Now,
that's another thing you can't turn down.
Wow, dang, there's a long list of things you can't turn down.
you ever, brought the ruckus to a girl when she has told you to keep it kind of quiet because her kids are sleeping in the next room? You ever done that?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think we all, including Kilbreath, not really. I think we all, because I know I have. I know I've been told. I know I've been told my daughter's sleeping in the other room. Just try to keep it kind of on the chill side.
It made me feel a little uncomfortable.
I can do that. I think we all have been in that little bit of an awkward moment.
And you still continue to do it.
Just adds to the dynamic.
I don't know about that.
Listen to Steven.
Okay, I'll keep it quiet. What's her name, just in case? In case she comes walking in, what's her name?
We're just right.
Sarah. Her name's Sarah. Okay, I have some candy in my pocket here. And
In
it's
your
all
pocket.
for you, baby.
Still wearing pants. That's good.
Every dude has had that moment.
Yeah, you gotta brush the toys off the bed.
That's right. Except this one. Let me see. Whoa. This is your favorite, right?
So in that
Terry,
scenario,
come on.
though,
You've never had sex with a woman who told you to shh because her kid's in the next row?
No, I haven't.
I thought I could get it there. Wow. It's a little bit awkward, but certainly not the kind of situation that makes you call things off, Terry.
But in that situation, though, do you not, see that red flag and go, hey, I definitely don't want to impregnate this person, so you cover it up?
As I said in the last segment, I hate to have to cover this again with you, Terry, because you obviously weren't listening. Sometimes you can actually think the other side of that situation. She's already got kids. She obviously doesn't have any guy around, so what does she need any more for? She's going to go the extra mile to make sure she's taken care of.
Boy, that's smart thinking.
You can take that perspective.
You can,
and you would not be illogical for doing so.
Right.
She obviously cares about her kid because she told me to shh.
Wow.
And if she cares about that kid, then she probably wants to keep it somewhat under control in her life and not just having kids with every loser like me.
Right.
So I'll be quiet when I'm doing it with her here, and she'll obviously do her part. And her part is making sure that the contraception is well taken care of.
Without having that
because
conversation,
she's
shame
the
on
last
you.
line of defense.
Well, I'm not going to even go there with you.
Every woman is her own goaltender, Terry. Not that this man, Adam, has no one else to blame but her. He has himself to blame, and he knows that to some regard. But you got to feel for him to some degree.
No.
Knowing that he's 24, absolutely do. Knowing that he's 24, knowing that they absolutely did have that conversation. He acknowledged that he made it clear to her he did not want any children, but he just wanted to run her joints at 2 a.m. And knowing that she was cool with that. Knowing that that was already on the table, and then finding out he was going to be a father when he wasn't ready. You can't tell me you don't feel for him in some regard based on the situation I just described for you, okay? End of story. Gotta pull a bill. I already did, actually. It's in my right hand, Terry.
Mm-hmm. Go to your left hand real quick.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Whoa.
I can do it again for you.
Whoa. Oh, my God.
What's
you are David Copperfield.
What's your better side?
We got Michael Renick, or Michael Rennick, R-E-N-I-C-K. Michael Rennick has a Verizon wireless bill that looks like it's pretty serious here.
Really?
And I say that. It's for $751.58. $751.58, and I say it's a pretty damn serious bill because the following letter has been attached to the bill. This account has been acquired by our agency for collection.
Oh, he's gone to collection.
Please return the payment stub below with your payment. Oh, is that what I needed to do all this time? Jeez,
thank you.
Thank you, collection service, for telling me how to get it done. We may report information about your account to credit bureaus.
How about, yeah, they will.
Unless you notify this office within 30 days after receiving this notice that you dispute the validity or any debt or any portion thereof, this office will assume this debt is valid. Hey, don't jump to assumptions here.
Yeah.
If you notify this office in writing within 30 days, yes, you get it. It's from, you ever heard of this collection agency, AFNI of Bloomington, Illinois? That's not the one I remember.
No.
I think DHI are the ones that were harassing me.
Amongst those that made many a phone call to my home back in the day, Terry, I don't remember Afni from Bloomington, Illinois. Sound like a bunch of pussies if you ask me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Illinois, whatever.
Take them seriously. Oh, in Bloomington, where everything is so blooming. Afni is after our friend Michael Rainick.
Oh, Michael.
Michael, they get a hold of you, they may give you a renal exam. Michael Rainick of,
No, not good. It's already gone to collections.
$751.58. We will pay for every cent of it, Michael.
Come on, Michael.
Nice.
Michael, you have 30 minutes or less.
We're pulling for you.
They talk about 30 days. We're giving you 30 minutes to call in. We'll pay every cent. I don't think Afni's going to make any deals with you like this.
No.
1-866-663-T-Man. But the problem is, everyone's so worked up over Adam in a situation that all the lines are taken. All these busybody comments that I told you about, Terry, are ready to be put on the air. And there's not a phone line for Michael Rainick to call on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just disconnect a couple of these people that have been patiently waiting. And I don't know what base hasn't been covered in Adam's story anyway.
Right.
Let's move on.
Okay.
But we'll hear a couple of thoughts from Vanessa from Oakland. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Hello?
Yes, Vanessa.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for inquiring. Yes, I'm really sure you really care that much. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Wanted to say, Adam, I understand that you don't want to have kids, but, sometimes a woman can say that she have, protecting herself, but they're not 100% either, just like, what you should have covered yourself.
Well, any woman who's protecting herself and doing it correctly, it is 100% foolproof. If you're taking the pill, Terry, at the same minute of the day every day, it is 100% effective. I know it because I looked into it.
No, they're not 100% effective.
No, it's not 100% effective because no woman really does it properly. But if you do it properly, it is 100% effective. Not many people know that, Terry. People think Vanessa's right, and they think I'm wrong right now. But I'm telling you that I'm right, and I'm telling you...
The burning bush has spoken.
If you are right,
Burning bush.
if you are right, they should have had 200% protected in.
No woman. Some women miss days. Women take it one day in the morning and the next day at night, and that throws it off. If you take it at the same pretty much time of the day, if you make it your business to take it at 8:30 every morning with your stupid latte, and you don't miss any days, the pill is 100% effective.
What if you go to a different time zone?
Okay, that's true. But he should have covered himself up because, on the other hand,
Doesn't feel as good.
That's what it comes down to.
Hey, you're going over to some the slut's house 2 in the morning, Terry, who's more than happy to let you go out and do everything you want, and then really has no relationship with you, never asks you to take you out, doesn't want anything from you, but to have you just knock on the door at 2:30 a.m., you don't really think about using a condom, Terry. Come on.
She's already had 2 kids. You're hard-pressed to feel anything anyway.
Mm-hmm. You got so much alcohol in you, you got to feel something. All right?
Oh, you want me to use a condom? Yeah, I'm just going to go. Never mind.
Now you're right.
That would have been the smart idea.
You are looking back, obviously. In hindsight, using a condom could have avoided this situation in all likelihood. But... after, I'm sure, at the beginning of his run with her, and he had a year-long run of doing just this all the time, showing up 2:30 in the morning, taking her down. She was more than happy to make it happen for him. Over time, you start to get a little careless. Don't blame it, Adam, what we could all have happen to ourselves. That goes for men and women. Very few people are above this situation, and the ones that are no fun anyway. So...
That's true.
Michael Rainick, there is now an open line for you at 1-866-663-T-Man. Oh, now it's taken. But find a way to get through. Right. Figure it out. Keep dialing. What else is going on in the world, Terry Free? What else do you have there?
Got a weird, crazy story out of Idaho where a babysitter ended up killing a 422-pound bear who tried to break into the house.
Oh.
Apparently,
Good boy.
no, not that kind of
Idaho.
bear.
We're not talking about
In Idaho, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about a real animal here.
Yes.
Ah.
Apparently.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Guys.
Yes.
Apparently, she was watching the children play in the backyard when the bear busted through the fence. She, of course, ushered the kids into the house. And the bear tried to follow him.
Right.
That's when she grabbed a rifle and shot him.
Bear have condom on, Terry?
Yes.
Oh, well, then he wasn't asking for it. See that?
Oh, no. Jeez.
Just wanted a little action.
Anyway,
Did they think of the storyline for Adventures in Babysitting?
No, I don't think so.
Well, there's your sequel right there. Very exciting.
That's
It's a very skilled, that's a high-tech babysitter.
Oh, yeah, she's quick on her feet.
How were the kids today? They were great, and I avoided them from being mauled by a bear. And...
Right.
There's a 422-pound bear hanging through your door right now. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
That's great, though. Man, I want a babysitter like her.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This isn't going to affect my ride home at all, is it?
I know. Or my pay.
Kendra, hello. Kendra in Seattle, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, Kendra.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I wanted to say that Adam shouldn't feel like he needs to wear a condom if she told him that she's on birth control or whatever. I mean, when it comes down to the come down, you just start to build that trust in a person.
Yeah, how many layers of protection do you really need, Terry? She tells you she's on the pill. How much extra thought do you have to put into it?
I mean,
please.
and
when does it become overkill?
Yeah.
If the shoe was on the other foot and a girl gets with a man and he tells her that he has a vasectomy, at what point is she going to be like, oh, well, let me see the paper, because she doesn't believe him or whatever, and then she messes around and gets pregnant because she's not on birth control because he said he had a vasectomy.
It'd be nice to assume that when a woman tells you she's on the pill, that she can be taking it right.
Especially after a year, that's the...
It'd be nice to assume that when a woman has 2 kids already and no dad to be found anywhere in the picture, that she can be taking her birth control correctly.
Nah, I'm good.
It'd be wonderful to assume that you don't got a quadruple up on your birth control. Just in the effort of being responsible. Well, okay, I have 3 condoms on, and you've taken pills like they're Tic Tacs, so I think we're covered here.
Mm-hmm.
But just to be safe, let me give you the depot shots, shove a diaphragm in there, and use an IUD.
And I'm just going to leave. You'll never get pregnant.
Yes. And I'll pull out after 1 stroke. Oh, but it's too late.
Yeah, you have to anyway.
Wow, guys.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning. I'm in the same position he is.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm 19. I'm in the same position. I was with her for about 8 months. We met at school.
Doggy style. Yes, you're 19 years old. He was 24, Terry. Think about the robbery of all these years that could have been just prime time years for Andrew and now for Adam and now Andrew, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm handling it different. Like, at first, I see it how he did. Like, didn't want anything to do. It wasn't ready. But, I mean, I'm taking care of my part. I go to school. I work. I pay for what I can when she asks me to. But, I mean, when it came down to it, she told me she was on the pill just like that girl told me.
And that's the key to this story, Terry. That's the key to the equation here. I mean, the discussion was had.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like it was just 2 people who met in a club, never discussed any birth control issues, went for it, and then all of a sudden you're coming down on the woman. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about 2 adults that decided in an adult manner to have adult-like sex, discussed birth control. One made the other feel very confident that it was taken care of.
Right.
But how far do you have to go with being responsible? You need proof? Let me see your pillbox. Okay, Thursday is empty. That's today, so we're all good. How far do you have to go? That's the question I'm asking.
Hey, I'm going to count your eggs really quick. Hang tight.
Well, she didn't tell me that. Like 3.5 months later, she didn't tell me. She just all of a sudden told me, I think I'm pregnant. I mean, what do I do?
And now all the calls are going to come in saying there are STDs involved, and you got to be responsible on that. So even if she's on the pill, you got to wear a condom and all this. Whatever. All right, so your life is over. Thanks for the call, Andrew. Yes, good luck to you.
His life is over. God.
His life as a military is over.
Sure.
A new life begins.
Right.
Being thrusted into adulthood by 19. When a 19-year-old is more of a baby these days than at any point in the history of this planet. This man has been thwarted into being a responsible adult. Have fun. Last thing I was even close to being at 19 was a responsible adult. You can forget it.
Yeah.
Who needs that crap? I have a hard enough time doing that in my 30s.
It's a good thing you weren't throwing it around then. It could have happened to you.
Luckily, no woman was taking it. Because that could have been me. Because I would have believed a woman. I'm a believing kind of person. I'm a trusting soul, Terry. You tell me you're taking the pill. Okay, I believe you. And STDs, I'll worry about that. If I get a little bug, I'll take care of it.
Right.
Spray a little Raid down there.
And if it kills me, I'll do better the next time around. I hope. 1-866-663-T-Man, back after the word.
T-Man Show. Both Kenny's dad and I were in Scouts for years.
Was your dad in Scouts, Carmen? Oh, yeah, you don't have a dad.
A lot is going to be given away in the next hour, Terry Free. A lot is going to be done here on this here program over the next 60 minutes. We have a trip to go see Boo Bomb, all expenses paid. We're going to be giving away tickets to Boo Bomb for those in the Bay Area, Terry. For those in the Northwest, it is time to give away one of those flyaways, hotel, airfare, and to the biggest concert on the West Coast for the fall and perhaps even the whole entire winter, Terry. I don't think it gets much bigger than the lineup that they have at Boo Bomb.
I know.
And according to what I'm being told, Michael Renick is on the line.
Oh, good.
Michael Renick, whatever his name is, made it in less than 30 minutes, so no longer having to worry about collections if that's the case. Pasty is testing the wireless microphone right now because a version of Dog Food Roulette is about to be played here in the studio. Yes, newspaper smocks have been applied, newspaper laid down, and we are getting set to play. Yeah. All right, let me check this wireless mic out. Pasty, are you on it right now?
I am.
Whoa.
He's killing it.
Sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
And all 5 of our contestants have arrived on time, is that right?
We actually have 4 of the 5 contestants here. We have a girl that's lost on her way trying to get her.
Oh, well, she's out of luck. I mean, you got to be on time. You can't be late for Dog Food Roulette, Terry.
I know.
You cannot be tardy and expect to play Dog Food Roulette. You can't get lost, have us feel sorry for you, and expect us to wait around so you can play Dog Food Roulette.
True.
You should treat this like the interview for the job of a lifetime. Like the interview where you go the night before to scout out the location to make sure you're not late.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Like you had done yourself when you got this job here, Terry, right?
Right.
You scouted out the location the night before, feeling like an idiot, driving in the middle of the night, basically, making sure you knew where the place was.
Sure.
That girl's out of luck. She's done. We're going to have 4 contestants for Dog Food Roulette. And that's that. And that's the way it's going to be, yes. Somebody's out there is going to have a 25% chance for a flyaway.
Wow, cool.
To go see Boo Bomb. And tell the girl she need not circle the state any longer. She need not circle the city, the county, whatever she's lost in, wherever she is, how far away or how close she may be. It doesn't matter. It's over for her. Got to be on time. I don't know what time patient told them to be here, but whatever it was, she's late.
Well, it was before now, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
I'm not so sure, but regardless.
Well,
that's the way it is.
Right.
Get here early for Dog Food Roulette. The other 4 contestants are here.
Yeah, we had a guy here,
Michael Renick made it through on the phone lines.
Oh, real timely, except when it comes to paying bills.
Is that your name, Michael Renick?
Michael Renick.
Michael Renick. And you were listening when you heard your name called?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't get woken up by anyone? You were...
No, I was listening. I was getting ready for work.
And you...
My wife heard the name and...
Feverishly called in and made it on one of the open phone lines. And here he stands, Terry. I don't know. Kind of noise that is in the background. Obviously heating up the marijuana plants there in the home. And hasn't made enough of a sale to pay off his Verizon bill because it's in collections, Michael. What kind What kind of situation are you in where you have no ability to pay your phone bill, Michael?
I lost my job and eventually got a new one.
Well, but that's how it works sometimes, yes. What a concept. Lost a job, and what kind of new one do you have now?
I'm a machinist in Tacoma.
All right, well, that sounds good enough that you don't need our help. We can pay someone else's bill who's more in need, right, Michael?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all caught up.
Ah, so you do need our assistance here.
Yes,
That's why you faxed over your Verizon wireless bill that is in collections with a company called, man, does this sound really imposing, AFNI.
Oh.
Do they call you quite often there, Michael?
No, not really. Not lately.
They know, why bother?
Right, they're like,
It's a toll call to call Michael all the way over on the West Coast, so why even bother? He's not paying anyone anytime soon. Won't they be shocked when a check comes in for the entire $751.58?
I'm sure they will be.
They will.
On your behalf? Won't they be shocked?
Oh, yeah.
They'll think you have some powerful friends. Why is some radio station getting Michael off the hook? When we thought he had no hope, we'll ask the AFNI collection crew.
They're trying to call him on a cell phone. That's the problem.
All right, Michael. Well done.
congratulations.
So when you don't pay your bill, does the network still follow you around?
Not really.
No, not really.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
You're a married guy, Michael?
What again?
You're a married man?
Yes.
How long you been married?
3 wonderful years.
Wonderful.
Continuing to bring your wife's credit right on down to the gutter.
Okay.
I'm sure she's helping out just fine. And Michael uses protection all the time and has no kids. Do you have any children there, Michael?
One.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl.
So you have a happy little family there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like
You got to look around. All right, that's what you call it. Yeah.
I guess it looks all right.
Well, it gets even happier today, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Because $751.58 is money that you don't have to worry about anymore because you sent your bill into the T-Man, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Hang on the line, buddy.
Thank you.
There he is.
All right. Go to his little machinist job and be happy.
Let me give away some Boo Bomb tickets to those in the Bay Area right now.
All right.
Actually, let me meet some of these contestants. Let's bring them in. Let's have them say their name, their age, and something interesting about themselves.
That might be tough.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm excited. This is fun.
Their name. State your name, your age, and something that will fascinate us about yourself. And if we are not fascinated, I don't think you are the right person to be eating our dog food.
Whoa.
You know how this game is played, Terry? 1 out of the 4 of them is going to be going to Boo Bomb, all expenses paid.
Right.
However, 1 out of the 4 of them will also be eating dog food, unless you think we do have 2 cans. And you'll be happy to know. What's your name? What's your name? I'm asking your name.
My name is Courtney.
You'll be happy to know, Courtney. Courtneys don't eat dog food, Terry.
Well, this Courtney's going to give it a try, right?
You'll be happy to know that we bought you the Alpo Prime cuts and gravy.
Oh, yummy.
No, I mean, I really think whoever bought the dog food was looking out for the contestants. It looks good.
Absolutely.
This looks like a wonderful cuisine-like bit of delicacy.
It's like a beef stew of animal byproducts. It looks great.
Top of the line. Now, I ask you, when you have 4 contestants, should 1 of the 4 be with a dog food bowl in front of them while they're blindfolded, or 2 of the 4?
Ooh, wow.
I mean, we are giving away a flyaway to one of these 4 contestants. Should 2 of them have to be faced with dog food, Terry? Because you know how the game is played. They're going to choose a bowl,
right?
Not knowing if that bowl is going to contain Chef Boyardee beefaroni. I think it may be even worse to eat cold beefaroni than eating prime cuts and gravy.
Right.
But we'll keep it the way it always has been. Okay. 1 of the 4 bowls will have dog food, and the other 3 will have Chef Boyardee unheated beefaroni. Courtney, tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm 23. I have a beautiful little girl. She's going to be 1 in 26 days.
What she must be thinking about you right now.
She's
the things my mom will subject herself to try to get a freaking trip.
Mommy needs a vacation.
Mommy needs a vacation, yes. Is that what she must be thinking? I'm such the horror child that my mom needs a getaway? Is that what your daughter is thinking?
No. She's the best little baby ever.
Is there a man anywhere in this life of yours, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
He came with me, but he's sitting in the car listening right now.
He's in the car listening.
Wow.
Good, because if he was in the building, he'd be thrown out. Smart move. Oh, nice smoker's cough. Anyhow, just the laugh where the phlegm comes up, Terry. Are you a smoker? Are you a smoker?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I love
We have a 3-pack a day with yellow fingernails in here, Terry. And this man who's sitting in the car, is your husband or your boyfriend?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. Is he the father of your child?
Yes, he is.
Nah.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
Yep.
How old's your daughter?
She'll be 1 in 26 days.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Yep.
Yes. And, of course, you'll save the video camera tape for the birthday party as opposed to you eating dog food, I would imagine, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. That'd be more the kind of memory you'd want to keep than you sitting blindfolded in front of a bowl not knowing what you're eating, right?
Exactly.
Now, are you the type to know as soon as you take that first bite, Courtney, as to whether you're eating beefaroni or dog food, or you may just be completely clueless? Because the person who has dog food, Terry, just as likely to win the flyaway as anyone.
Right.
Because the way this game is played, the first person to finish their bowl, no matter what's in that bowl, the first person who finishes their bowl is the winner.
Right, right.
Are you the type to know you're eating dog food? Because if I see anyone, there should be a penalty if someone stops eating based on the fact that they don't like what they're eating, Terry. You have to give your best effort.
Right.
Put your best foot forward.
You do.
If you stop eating, what penalty must one be faced with if they just decide, you know what, I got the dog food, it's not worth it for me, I can't finish this thing, I'm not even going to bother. There has to be some physical harm that we put on that person.
Oh, spanking.
Whoa.
Now, you're not the smallest person I've ever seen as far as a female is concerned there, Courtney, so you could probably deal with a little physical harm, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're kind of roomy. I mean, not a big, oversized truck-like of a woman, but you're not the smallest thing in the world, right? You can deal with a little beating and be able to handle it, yes?
Little bit of beating. What do you plan on
How
doing?
tall are you, Courtney?
5'9".
5'9". You look like you weigh about 152. Is that 162? Is that right?
Yep.
172. The fact that she's agreeing means it's higher, Terry.
Definitely higher.
182, yes.
Yes. Do I hear 182? What are we talking here? What do you think you weigh?
185.
185.
Wow, she holds it well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you don't look a pound under 184. And you're 23 years old?
Yep.
And you're excited about this?
Yes.
And you're not the type, even if you were to get dog food, to stop. You still feel like you have a shot to win this thing, and you're going to eat everything that's in front of you, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't, what weapons do we have in the studio this morning, Terry?
Do we have a baseball bat or anything?
We do have
we
there is
did.
one. A bat
I
in
thought
the
we
corner
did.
there.
You're willing to sign a waiver right now that if you were to stop eating, you'd be willing to be beaten with at the minimum, a wiffle ball bat, right? Because I do see a wiffle ball bat here in the studio.
Yeah.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to stop eating. I mean, for this trip.
You're going to go for
that's
it.
the whole point.
You know you have a 25% shot at least of winning this flyaway, and you're going for it regardless of what you're eating, right?
100%.
There it is.
Yep.
That's the kind of attitude you need. Now stand over there, Courtney.
They can stop if somebody finishes, though, right?
When somebody finishes, then the game is over.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. They don't have to.
Next person here in the studio is
Maurice.
Maurice. Maurice is how old?
23.
23. You're the same age as Courtney.
Yeah.
Is she doing anything for you?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
She'll probably let you knock her up if you ask nicely.
Wow, you guys.
You don't have any attraction whatsoever towards Courtney?
No.
Why? What's wrong with Courtney? She's cute?
Yeah.
All right.
She
so
may not be his type.
he
Not
acknowledges
my
she's
type.
cute. Are you just saying that because you already are aware that Courtney wants no part of you and you're just trying to salvage any reputation you may or may not have here and you're just trying to cut your losses? Or, because if I told you Courtney told us while you were outside, Courtney told us she found you the most, by far, the attractive person she's seen in a long time, and she wants us to try to make it happen for her with you, would you be interested?
No. My girl's waiting for me out there, and I don't want to get cussed
Well,
out.
everyone brought their...
Man.
Everyone brought their girlfriend, their boyfriend. Everyone
right.
brought their moral support.
There you go.
You're not eating dog food without me being around.
This might be the contest you want to leave them home.
Man.
Right.
Give her a big kiss when we're done.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, tell me about yourself there, sir.
Well, I'm pretty boring. I don't really have much to talk about. I'll probably say something that really nobody cares about, but I work for a company
Well, let us be the
sells-
judge of that. You work for copier sales?
No, I sell hitches. Shout out to C.
Hitches, yes.
Hitches.
You sell hitches that go on the back of trucks and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Why would you say that's unexciting work?
Everybody needs a hitch.
Man. Courtney, you want to get hitched? All right. Michael is here, and he's prepared to win. That's your name? Maurice?
Maurice, yes.
Yeah, I'll call you Michael for short. Okay. And you are prepared to win this thing at all costs. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Do you have a strategy? Do you have any kind of game plan or no?
Just go all out.
Good deal. Like the enthusiasm so far.
Does that mean anything? Just go all out?
I don't know what it means.
Does that imply some kind of strategy that I'm not picking up on? What does go all out mean? Tear apart everything? Eat the bowl if you have to? Eat the utensils? What?
Oh, no. Head first.
Head first.
There you go.
We provide utensils, Maurice. This is not the cafeteria at the Hitch selling little plant there.
We don't have utensils either.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
We do.
We're actually going to treat you with a bit of dignity around here that obviously is lacking at your workplace.
Yeah, start selling some more hitches. You may get forks one day.
You're sent to the no utensil cafeteria until you start actually selling a hitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is your girlfriend proud of you?
I believe so.
Would you say she kind of likes you?
Absolutely.
Would you say she loves you?
Absolutely.
Would you say you guys are going to be together for a long time?
It's probable.
It's probable.
No, that's my girl. We're going to be together.
How long have you been together so far?
About a year and a half.
How often do you two have sexual relations?
Oh, I try to every night.
Every night? Whoa. How many nights do you fail?
Well,
you said you try to every night. That means I would take from that some nights it doesn't work out for you.
Well, no, she never turns me down. So I don't have a problem.
How
with it.
could she, Maurice? I mean, look at you.
I know.
She knows her college football T-shirt on. And
it's a jersey.
There you go.
It's hard to see with the sweatshirt jacket over it. I'm sorry to put down your attire there. It's a jersey, Terry.
Well, big time.
Way more expensive.
LeBron James.
Maurice, I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're gonna need it. You're not in the hitch-selling world this morning, are you?
Absolutely
Are
not.
you? Yeah. I can't wait to see if he continues to smile. I haven't seen a smile leave his face for me the moment he walked in the studio. I can't wait to see if that smile is still on his face. If he's eating prime cuts and gravy.
Tasty.
Oh, you have to squint at the thought of that. Okay. Maurice, please stand over there. Let's meet our next contestant this morning. Just based on the two of them, Terry, around the same size.
Yeah.
Who do you give the nod to if they were going mano a mano? Maurice against Courtney. Who can take one to the face and deposit it down faster than the other, Terry? I'm going Courtney. I'm not looking back, baby.
I'm going Terry.
Gee.
Off the board for Terry.
If Terry is in the equation here, obviously Terry's a slam dunk winner.
I'm not in the equation.
Who's next up?
Jeremy.
Jeremy is here. How old are you, Jeremy?
27. I'll be 28 next week.
Nobody really cares.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
we assume when you're 27, you're going to be 28 soon. Probably less than a year.
Less than a year.
Please, Jeremy. Keep it short. What's exciting about your life? Nothing? Okay, stand over there, sir.
I got married 2 months ago, and I've been on life support.
You did what?
I got married 2 months ago.
And you've been on life support?
Yeah, almost 3 months ago. Yeah, I've been on life support.
You've been on life support for
real? The two had nothing
or?
to do with each other.
All right, you're talking in a literal sense. You were once on life support.
Yeah.
All right, now obviously you've piqued some kind of interest around here to the point where we're willing to ask you what happened in your life where you were on life support. Why didn't it work out?
Well, my mom did everything she could, but the doctors kept me alive.
All right.
Well, I was playing basketball, little give and go. I gave, and I went straight into Todd Gertz's forehead. That caused a concussion.
Well, Todd Gertz has a steel plate, as everyone knows, Terry. You can't expect to come out the same person after you bang foreheads with Todd Gertz and whoever he may be.
Yes.
All right, so you banged foreheads with Todd Gertz, and then you went to a what?
Went into
Hospital.
concussion. Had a concussion.
Yeah, went to the hospital with a concussion and damaged the frontal lobe, which controls like adrenaline, anger. And so they had to tie me down, and it didn't work. I got free, and so they gave me a shot to paralyze my voluntary muscles.
Oh, Lord, what a story.
I had a reaction. It paralyzed my involuntary muscles. I stopped breathing. Heart stopped beating, all that kind of stuff.
That damn Todd Gertson.
Ooh, wrong shot.
Oops.
Damn it.
Not good.
So is there any kind of lawsuit involved here with them giving you the wrong shot or no?
No, it was the right shot. I just had a reaction.
Yeah.
because they were
Allergic
unaware.
reaction to the right shot. I see. Which caused you to go into some kind of coma or what?
It was like a.
All right, you know what? I never cared at the beginning. I really don't care. Pseudocoma.
Wow.
But you're alive and well. You've never been better, and you're all here ready to do whatever needs to be done to win this flyaway. Is that right?
I'm getting it done.
Okay.
You may not want to.
You don't have to put the mic that close to his mouth. But how important is it to you to win this trip? How important is it to you to go down to the Bay and go to Boo Bomb and be a part of that scene?
Really important. I really want to see Ludacris, and I think it'll be cool to get away, go to San Francisco, and hang out.
Now, what about San Francisco appeals to you?
Everything.
Uh-oh.
You have a girlfriend? You have anyone in your life or what?
Wife.
You have a wife?
Yeah, just
married
got married
3 months ago.
That's right. I forgot about that
2
part.
months ago.
And how long ago was it that you were in this coma, near-death experience kind of thing?
I was 14, so.
You were 14.
About 14 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's an old story.
Yeah, God, I thought it was just recent.
All right. Stand over there. Your name is Todd?
Jeremy.
Where'd I get Todd?
Yeah, he
Todd's
does
the guy
look
that
like
hit
it.
me in the forehead.
Oh, that's right. All right. I knew I got it from somewhere, and I'm not completely crazy. All right, next
Give him
up.
the trip.
Just make sure you don't partake in any more dangerous activities like pickup basketball.
You okay?
Life-threatening activities.
No real complex maneuvers like give and goes,
Yeah,
all right?
no more
We were
give
playing
and
ultimate
go.
frisbee, and I got paralyzed and I went down.
Last up, our last contestant is...
My name's Grant.
Oh, he's a soft-spoken kind of guy.
Wow, Grant.
This is the kind of guy who wins these events, Terry. Let me tell you this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants here in the room. The person who has to be subjected to eating dog food doesn't mean you don't win this event, because we have played this once or twice before in the past. And I remember one time, Terry, that the person who got the dog food wound up winning.
Right.
They took that dog food in like a pro.
Yep.
Now, who's the pro in the room? Oh, I was not wanting you to raise your hand there, Todd.
Jeremy.
He does have a little bit of brain damage, so maybe he has no taste buds or something
Yeah,
like
maybe
that.
that's it.
And an anger problem. So you're a winner.
Yeah,
What if he has a reaction to prime cuts and gravy, Terry?
Oh.
And we become the Todd Burgess or whatever the person's name in, yes, Gertson in his life. We become the next people that put him on life support. What's your name, Dad, with the goatee and the weird smile and the squinty Stephen Kilbreth-like eyes?
My name's Grant.
Grant. And how old are you, sir?
I'm 22.
22. What do you think your chances are of winning this dog food roulette little dilly we have going on here?
Very good.
Very good. You're confident. He has this quiet confidence, this little swagger about him,
He
Terry.
does.
Why do you feel as though your competition doesn't have a chance against you, basically?
Because I can eat food in seconds.
Well, this
You can eat food in seconds. Can you eat cold beefaroni prepared by the greatest chef in the world, Chef Boyardee, in seconds? Can you eat dog food
prepared by
Alpo in seconds?
Yeah.
Better than Courtney can? I mean, look at the size of that big kisser there, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He has some finely maintained facial hair, though.
Yes, he does.
Hope you don't spill into that.
I hate to see you walk out with Alpo all over that fine that fine display you have on your face.
Take a lot of work.
What exciting little parts of your life would you like to share with us? Anything that can top what our friend Todd here told us?
Jeremy?
Yes.
I've never been to a concert before.
Never been to a concert.
Really? Wow.
And you want to break yourself into the concert world with something like Boo Bomb?
Yeah.
Boo Bomb's not something you go to unless you've been to 16 concerts minimum. You understand this?
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't understand this.
Because he's here.
Never been to a concert in your life?
Nope.
I'm not really into music. Music sucks.
That's the most exciting part of your life you want to share with us. Is there anything else going on? You got a girlfriend to share that goatee with? You got any significant other kind of person in your life you want to tell us about or no?
Well, I don't know. Me and my girlfriend broke up not too long ago.
Oh, sad.
Is that why the sad tone comes out of your existence every time you open your mouth, or what?
Well, I got a couple of kids with her and stuff.
You have a couple of kids, so that's why the sad tones come out of his being every time he decides to speak.
Kind of tough.
I ask you if it's because of the breakup that you sound so somber, and you correct me and say it's because you have a couple of kids. Shouldn't that be the happy part of your life?
Well, I'm happy.
Seems to be the theme of the morning, Terry. I know. Men and their unwanted kids on this morning's T-Man show.
Oh, goodness.
That's why he's sad about the breakup.
When we get back, you guys are going to choose which bowl you want. One of the bowls is going to have dog food. Oh. And I'll tell you this, we've determined that the one that gets the dog food, if they stop eating because they realize, well, I can't do this anymore, I can't win, I don't want to eat all this dog food, you will have to be dealing with physical torture here in this studio. All right? Nothing too extreme. Just a wiffle ball bat across the back of the neck a couple of times until you start eating again. All right? You're all cool with that? You're going to sign waivers, understanding that that's part of the game, or what? Now, let me have you draw numbers. Now, these numbers are significant because it's like a draft. Whoever gets the number 1 is going to get the first pick at what bowl they want, Terry.
Okay.
Whoever gets the number 4 is going to get the last pick.
Okay.
And then everything in between, you understand.
Donovan McNabb.
Right. When we get back from the break, we'll have the dog food in the bowl. We'll have the Chef Boyardee in the other 3 bowls. And we will tell the listeners which bowl has the dog food.
Ooh. Take away all cell phones.
Take away all their personal items.
Yes.
I don't want to announce on the air which bowl has the dog food and have Courtney's little boyfriend sitting in the garage.
Right.
Sitting in the car, calling her up, telling her not to pick bowl number 2 or bowl number 3.
Collecting cell phones.
Courtney, take a number. Reach in deep, baby. All right. A little deeper. And don't forget to take a number 2. And
number 2.
You'll be taking number 2s later today, regardless of what bowl you get.
Yeah.
Who's going to be pooping out dog food all day long? That's what I want to know.
Hate to be that bathroom. Serious.
All right, why don't you share with us what number you chose there, sir? What's your name again?
Grant.
Grant. And you got the number?
2.
Number 2.
Jeremy, number 3.
Jeremy's got number 3.
Maurice, number 1.
Maurice is going to be choosing first. The pressure is on Maurice to choose correctly.
Yes, it is.
He has no excuse to be eating dog food, Terry. If he's got any kind of clairvoyant thoughts in his system, he should stay far away from the bowl that has the dog food. Right, Maurice? And that means Courtney has the number 4. You choose last. You don't have to choose at all. It'll be chosen for you.
Somebody else pick your fate.
Go wait outside, please. Our contestants, Maurice, Jeremy, Grant, and Courtney. Woo! We'll be playing dog food roulette, Jerry, with a lot on the line. And by the way, if you lose, what do you get? Nothing! That's the beauty of this game, Terry.
It is. It's great.
If they lose, they get not one damn thing. Not even a good story.
Right.
Is it a good story? No, it's a horrible story. It's an embarrassing story.
What'd you do today?
Couldn't even win a dog food roulette.
Subjected myself to eating dog food at a very fast pace.
Right.
That's all I have to show for my day's work.
Yeah, that's it.
I left empty-handed with a heavy dose of humiliation.
Right.
And that's pretty much how my day went.
Yeah, bad breath.
Dog food roulette in a matter of moments.
Bad breath, least of your concerns, eating a can of dog food.
Pasty David Arthur III, I ask you to, during this break, to open up those cans. 3 Chef Boyardee, 1 dog food can, unless Hopscotch wants to participate.
Oh.
If you participate, I'll put a second can of dog food into the mix here.
Boy, that's enticing.
Obviously,
Yeah, boy, that sounds like a good time.
well, here's the enticement. Obviously, you can't win the flyaway, but if you've shown to be the fastest eater in the West, if you win, I'll throw $100 your way.
Really?
That's right.
That'll barely cover toilet paper for the weekend. I don't know if it's worth it for me. I may pass. Politely decline.
All right. How about... It's probably the best offer I've ever made you in my life.
No, I one time ate a McMuffin in 1 bite for $100.
Oh, I remember that.
Very
I was
worth it.
really not impressed
In 1
with
bite?
that. Yes.
Well, I just shoved the whole thing in my mouth.
Oh, that's right.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm like your little puppet sometimes. Just pull my strings and I do weird crap for money.
He just got over the lockjaw about 3 weeks ago and would like to stay his normal self for a little while longer. Okay, so
I'll
he's
throw
not
in
going to be
$20.
a part.
120.
Oh, 100.
Thanks, Steve.
Yes. So you're out.
I'm going to need time to think about it during the break.
Okay. Take his time. In the meantime, you open up 4 cans. 1 the dog food. Put them in the bowls. When we get back, we'll determine which bowl has what in it, Terry.
All righty.
And then they'll choose. And then the first one to get to the bottom of that bowl and leaving nothing in it is going to get a flyaway to the Bay Area to go see Boo Bomb 2006. And while we're at it right now, why don't we take the first caller to win tickets in the Bay Area? Those of you listening, 1-866-663-T-Man. You want to go? You don't have tickets? Now's the time.
Yes.
And we'll find our winner right after these words.
Hey, does this suit make me look fat?
No. Your face does.
Oh, the table is set. Dinner is served.
This ain't no Thanksgiving.
Dog food roulette is about to be played. Terry, you know what?
What?
This ain't nothing. Look at that bowl with the dog food. Come on, what's a big deal?
It's not
I've eaten way worse than that. My wife makes way worse than that on a regular basis.
Stop.
Eating a bowl of dog food. They're getting off easy. A bowl of dog food, and only one person has to eat it, and one of them gets a flyaway, all expenses paid trip. This is nothing.
If my wife cooked, it'd definitely look worse than that.
Right. This ain't anything.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, all our contestants. I think we have Courtney, we have Grant, we have Maurice,
And Jeremy.
and Jeremy. They're waiting outside. They have been blindfolded, Terry. Everyone should have to be blindfolded at some point of the day on Friday the 13th anyway.
Sure.
They are blindfolded in our porn star type blindfold little silky kind of dillies there, right?
Right.
Yes.
They
Okay.
are.
Bellies.
One of them has the cheetah blindfold on.
Oh, yeah, the jungle room, baby.
Right. And it's not on Courtney, I'll tell you that right now.
Whoa.
And it's 3 men against 1 woman. That's also a little bit of the dynamic here. One person is going to get to the bottom of their bowl first. Pasty, you're going to have to be the spotter. Now, they've drawn numbers, as you heard, Terry.
Yes.
And they get to choose their bowl based on the order that they drew the numbers in, all right? Now, we have to decide what spot on the table, what bowl should have the dog food. Because we can switch them around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there a number that stands out to you, Terry? Now, when you go 1 through 4, usually you're apt to put it in either 2 or 3. I'm thinking we go totally against the grain.
Really?
And go either 1 or 4.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think that's a smart idea.
But you tell me what you
1,
think.
4, 4, 4, 1,
Is there a
1,
number
4,
that's
4,
standing out? Is there a...
1, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1. Whammies, no money, big
4.
money, all that really big space.
You want to go 4?
I want to go 4.
We'll go 4 and not look back?
Don't want to look back.
Pasty, make sure they're not getting any phone calls there. No phone calls. Ladies and gentlemen, the dog food is going to reside in bowl number 4. Let me turn on this wireless mic. I'm going to need it here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
See if this works. The dog food.
Oh,
Both.
wow.
I haven't heard that since.
Yeah, put them both. See if there's feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this version of dog food roulette, the dog food is going to be in bowl number 4.
Bowl number 4.
Bowl number 4.
Bull.
Let's bring in our contestants one by one.
Now, how'd I know it was prime cuts and gravy with beef and liver? I'd have been in.
Beef and liver.
I mean, talk about the protein
Holy
burst you're going to be getting based on that.
Yeah, okay.
Maurice is blindfolded. He's being helped into the studio. He has the first pick
He does.
in the dog food roulette draft.
Correct.
Maurice,
He's true.
stagger on over here, and please tell me what bowl you would like to be sitting in front of. You have a lot of pressure on you based on the fact that you have the first pick. When I ask you to pick a bowl,
He looks hot in his blindfold.
I want you. I can't help but think the same thing. I can tell you how important this is going to be for the future of you and this trip. If it's going to happen, the number you choose, the bowl you choose, is going to be a big part of it. Now, what number bowl did you decide on, Maurice?
1.
I said 1, Terry.
He said 1.
Why would he choose 1?
Now, in the past, you've actually given him a chance to reconsider. I mean, it's up to you.
I was
really.
just about to do that because Maurice could have made a very tragic error here.
Could have.
Maurice obviously thinks that when you go and have somebody choose a number between 1 and 4, the likelihood of the number you want to stay away from is either 2 or 3. Well, we thought of that, Maurice. We thought long and hard about that. That I can promise you. So if you want to take that into consideration and re-choose the bowl that you will be sitting in front of and have to be subjected to, you have this opportunity right now to say, screw bowl number 1. That obviously has the dog food. I'd much rather eat Chef Boyardee beefaroni, and that's got to be in bowl number. Would you like to take this opportunity to re-choose?
Nah, I'm going to stay with 1.
Oh,
Because
man.
then again, it is T-Man trying to beat T-Man.
Would you please put Maurice
That's
in
awful.
front of bowl number 1?
Boy, it's a hard one to figure out.
Hurry along here. Time is running. Time is running. Sit in front of bowl number 1. Bring in the next contestant. Hurry up. Let's get moving.
Have a seat, Maurice. Crisscross applesauce.
Oh, jeez. You almost fell over, Terry.
I know, that's why.
They're going to be a little too close. They're going to be
Why we can
fighting
spread
over
that.
elbow room here. All right, Grant, you're next up. Hurry up. Hustle up. Let's go. Let's move it along. Dog food roulette must not take too much time.
Right, I hear you.
Grant, what bowl you want? 1 through 4. Make your choice.
Number 2.
Who wants number 2? Put Grant in front of bowl number 2.
If you get the dog food, your wish will be our command.
The next person to come in is going to be Jeremy. There's a lot at stake here, Terry, in dog food roulette.
No, they know they don't have to go in order, right? Number 1, first guy picked 1, second guy picked 2.
Well, seems to be a little trend working here.
All right.
Maybe this guy will go off the board.
We'll see.
Really shock us all. Jeremy, it's on you. Bowls number 1 and 2 have been selected. Your bowl of choice has to be either 3 or 4. One of those 2 may have dog food in it, or it may have already been chosen, in which case there's no pressure on you whatsoever. That's for you to determine. What bowl do you want to be eating out of in dog food roulette, Jeremy?
I'll take number 3.
Why did we even draft? I don't know.
Yo, all right. Go ahead. Sit in front of bowl number 3. If I find out at any point that somebody got some kind of quick information.
Wait, you can find out. Ask her. She won't know what's been taken. Ask her what bowl she would like if she could have 1 through 4.
Okay. And she is the lady in the group, Terry.
She is.
And no lady should have to be put through this. Courtney is walking over blindfolded. Man, I've been on the wrong end of this too many nights. Courtney, you are a 185-pound woman that says you can eat anything. You are prepared to win this regardless of what's in your bowl, be it dog food or beefaroni. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you have a number of a bowl that you felt like stood out to you in your mind that you would like to be eating from? Talk a little louder so we can actually hear you.
Not really.
Well, I'm going to ask you to pick one bowl that stands out to you, and you can have that bowl, and the person who has that bowl gets bumped.
Whoa.
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 Or is that not fair?
I don't think there's
What
been
number
any
would you have chosen?
info passed around.
Number 2.
You would have chosen number 2?
Maybe 2 wants to trade.
Dude, Courtney really very much wants to be sitting in front of your bowl. Is that a problem with you?
Grant.
Seeing that she is the lady of the group, do you have any difficulty in exchanging bowls with her, yes or no? Is that a yes or a no?
You can't get him.
Yes or no? Yes or no? If you say no, it's still yours. You're entitled to bowl number 2. Or would you like to give it up to the lady? Grant, what's your choice? He wants to keep his bowl.
It's a keeper.
Courtney, you'll be sitting in front of bowl number 4. And if you can deposit the contents of that bowl into your system faster than the boys, be it dog food or not, oh, damn it, then you will be our winner. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Courtney?
I'll make it my 100%.
If you should stop eating, if any of you should stop eating the contents of your bowl, Pasty Dave is standing by with a, what's that, all that feedback there? That's my microphone?
So.
Yeah, it is.
Pasty Dave will be standing by with the wiffle ball bat, and if you feel a strike of a wiffle ball bat across the back of your neck, you may want to start eating again. Why don't you sit Courtney in front of her bowl because we're ready to get going in dog food roulette here?
Now, can they pick them up, or do they have to use the spoon?
You can pick them up as long as you don't drop any contents of your bowl. If you start dropping the contents of your bowl onto the floor, you can be disqualified. That is for our judgment.
Okay.
That is for us to determine.
Right.
Are all the contestants ready?
You guys
I'm
ready?
going to help judge here. You can stand over here.
Are all the contestants ready? Feel free to use whatever positioning is best for you as far as eating this bit of goods that's in your bowl faster than the rest of your competitors. You can stand, you can sit, you can lay back, you can... Who knows what, Terry? They're all standing now. No, sit.
Well, you said positioning.
Yeah,
they
I
feel
know, like,
comfortable,
it's going to go
you know?
flying everywhere if they stand.
I know.
don't want this whole room to be smelling like crap for the next 3 weeks. All right, count of 3. We're all ready?
I'm getting right into it.
Person who finishes first, good luck, Courtney, is, that's my smell, Courtney. Yeah, look at she can't. Everyone has their bowl right up close to their face except Courtney. I wonder why. Count of 3, first person to finish their bowl gets a flyaway trip to Boo Bob 2006. On your mark, get set, go!
Oh, my God, go!
Oh, that is nasty. Somebody's gagging. Somebody is having a tough time already. Look at Courtney's face. Oh, is this a shame?
Oh, God.
Oh, Courtney,
More than
no.
one person. Oh.
Terry, Courtney
That's not good.
has more coming out of her mouth than is going in right now.
That's not good.
And we already have a winner? Unbelievable.
Oh, that is just, the whole thing was not good.
Let me tell you something right now. That was so fast. Obviously not enough was put into these bowls.
Yeah, they were shoveling. I don't even think they were chewing.
Courtney, you got to finish. Courtney, you finish.
Oh, no.
Courtney.
I'd rather have her not and throw up in the studio.
Yeah, I'd rather have her not, too.
Courtney, have anything to say or what?
That was gross.
That was gross.
What do you mean it was gross? Why are you putting in the past tense? You got to keep eating.
No.
Sarah, she barely ate anything. They barely gave her any time.
Well, that's true, but she's not
started.
but it's not like
Just
she
know that
stopped.
what she ate had already come back up.
She put in a great effort.
But she barely had to eat anything, and these guys finished it so fast.
But that's not her fault.
I say they're all disqualified.
Oh, jeez.
For too fast of an eating situation.
Jeez, and Maurice got crap all over his jersey.
Yeah, should have been wearing a T-shirt, like I said, Maurice.
Yeah.
He's got it all over his forehead. How did it get up there?
I don't even know.
Maurice, how do you have Chef Boyardee on your forehead?
Do you not know how to use a spoon?
Head first.
Oh, jeez.
He went head first, yes.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to drink.
And the evidence would prove that he actually went head first. And our winner was? Who was the person who finished?
Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Good job.
Jeremy, how did you eat a full can of Chef Boyardee beefaroni that quickly? How did you do it?
I have no practice with this, but I just swallowed everything.
I understand.
No chewing.
You basically swallowed one big lump of Chef Boyardee beefaroni whole, if you will. Is that right?
Straight down. Hopefully it doesn't come out the same.
Terry, how fast was that if he was on the clock? About 15 seconds or less?
About that, yes.
That's absurd.
Yeah. Well, but again, I
I
mean,
say that there's got to be some kind of violation of the rule.
you didn't say they had to chew.
Look, you wanted them to step up, and they did.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to step up like that.
How long did you want it to take?
I say they're disqualified.
How long did you want it to take? 30 minutes?
I don't know what I wanted, but I wanted more than that, Terry. I wanted more of a payoff than that.
Wanted side dishes and all this kind of stuff?
Did you want side
I wanted Courtney to be gagging longer.
Oh, I didn't.
Courtney took 2 bites, and 3 bites came out.
Yeah. Definitely, that's
the one
true.
guy was on life support. He ate hospital food for months.
So
this
he's
is
this
top
is
quality.
Oh, the guy who won was on life support?
Yeah, that's the guy.
What do you weigh, dude? How big are you?
220.
220.
Haven't
What
eaten
about
dog food.
You're about 6'1"?
6'0".
Yeah, you ate too fast. You're 6 foot. You ate too fast. Because of that, the penalty is we're not ready to take your trip away from you. You were, in fact, by our judges, deemed the winner, even though it was pretty close between you and Grant. Pretty much finished off his bowl pretty quick as well, but not as quick as you. Because we have some problems with the process of this dog food roulette, you have to eat at least 3 heaping teaspoons. Or those tablespoons, Terry?
Definitely not table.
Of dog food to prove your worth.
Oh, come on, really?
In this installment, or else we have to hold out as far as the prize-giving ceremony for the morning.
Cool.
Dang.
Are you prepared to do this at this time?
Well, that wasn't the game.
That is the game now. The game has all kinds of twists and turns.
You haven't been a listener very long.
Yeah, you haven't, have you?
You can just put aside any doubt that may be lingering in this game by picking up where Courtney left off.
No,
and
don't
taking
eat hers.
3. Nope, he's got to go. He's got to go to her bowl.
She threw up in it.
I demand the best.
This is the spirit of dog food roulette. That's what it's all about. Now, I'm prepared to give you a flyaway because you were technically the winner. All expenses paid. I'm just asking for you to throw me a bone.
No pun intended.
And pick up where she left off. Are you prepared to do this? And then we can just move on with our lives and deem you the winner or not.
Son of a...
Can they take off their blindfolds? Because they look so weird with them on like
they're tied really tight. I don't know what...
Jeremy, I'm left unsatisfied. Now, you can completely take that feeling away from me by doing as I requested. Are you prepared to do this, or should we have a whole, long, lingering discussion as to where to go from here? You can eliminate that process by taking 3 heaping tablespoons to the face. Are you going to do this or not?
Well, let's negotiate and go 2 heaping.
He wants to negotiate with me, Terry. He's willing to do 2 heaping tablespoons to the face. You know, I was willing to settle on 1. So, yes, 2 heaping tablespoons of dog food to the face, and you are our champion of Dog Food Roulette 2006, and you'll be flying away, all expenses paid, hotel, everything.
They got to stay down?
They have to be
in this studio.
Yes. They have to be swallowed. Whether they stay down later on after you leave, that's your business. But 2 real piping hot. Let's warm it up for him, too.
Oh, come on.
All right, we don't have the time. All right. Heaping tablespoons. Go ahead.
Wait, open it. Yeah.
Normal spoons. 2 normal.
Well, I mean, they got to be like, yeah.
The one you have in front of you.
We get to see the spoonful size before
Yes.
you
Where's
take
the
them
dog
in.
food?
Go ahead. Come on, Jeremy.
Make it like the game Jenga.
This
Just
is
stack it up.
your fault for finishing so fast.
Well, he would have lost if he didn't do it.
Yeah.
The other guy would have won.
I know.
Hey, don't fight with me. This is the way the game is played.
All right, we won't fight.
All right?
We won't
You
fight.
ready to go here? All right.
Yummy.
Why
I wouldn't smell it.
Why are you
dude.
smelling it, dude? That's a big mistake.
Checking. How could it be worse?
I mean, this is
Yeah,
what
maybe you're tricking me.
This is what he volunteered himself for. He had every chance of eating a whole bowl of dog food to try to win this thing. We're only asking him to eat 2 heaping tablespoons.
I
All right.
gotcha.
Oh, it's
There's
ice
one.
cream.
There's
Yeah,
one,
This is hearty beef soup.
There's one, and I'm satisfied with the size of that tablespoon. As
Very
a matter of
good.
fact, I think he overdid it. I think he actually kind of likes it.
Don't tell him that. Oh.
No. Now you got to get that much and more. Now that
He
you
just did. He got more.
Okay. I don't think that's the same size, but
No, it's a little bigger, actually.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
It's distributed differently. All
As
right.
soon as I'm done, you'll be like, oh, you didn't have to.
Count of 3. Take that one in.
Dick.
Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You can call me Dick all you want. Oh, isn't that tasty?
I
Okay.
wouldn't chew that much, my
Yeah,
friend.
don't.
You're halfway there. Not bad, isn't
Don't
Not
chew.
bad.
The hard chunks
Oh,
are what's worse. The soft ones aren't
Okay,
bad. But
you know what? We didn't need a
bones in here.
We didn't need a food review.
Bones?
All right.
Yeah, it's byproducts, man. It's like the stuff they don't use from the cow, like the
Jeremy?
ears and the nose and the cartilage.
You see how simple this is? After you take this one down, you are officially our winner in dog food roulette. No problem. No fuss. No muss. Here we go. Deep breath.
Oh, my God.
And in. There it is.
Wow.
You know what? I give it up to him, man. He's good job.
I can't believe he got roped into that.
Maybe after the show, Terry.
He was the winner. He was going to win regardless. Man, what am I going to
Well,
do?
you know.
Who was I going to give the trip to? You ate dog food.
And you did.
You ate dog food.
Jeremy, congratulations. How do you feel? Do you have anything to say? Is there anything you'd like to share with us at this time as far as your thoughts?
I feel great. I'm really excited. I'd also like to take the blindfold off.
Yes, that'd
Yeah,
be
you guys
okay
can.
at this time. You all could take your blindfolds off, and you can even keep them if you'd like to. It's a
Oh, you may need him again.
Yeah, we're going to need them.
especially Maurice, whose
He's really
blindfold is
sitting back
covered
there.
in Chef Boyardee
Yeah,
beefaroni.
it is big time.
And now he's paper toweling his face down, and he's never looked better. There it is. He's cleaned off his face.
Man,
Maurice,
good effort, you guys.
Any thoughts? You finished last. You even ate less than the dog food,
No.
Courtney.
Actually, he started gagging.
He was second. The other guy finished last.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
All right.
He actually had a pretty good effort.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts you want to share with us at this time there, Maurice?
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight. Yes.
He looks a little sad.
Well, you know.
Pretty close, though.
Ruined his jersey for nothing.
I know.
Courtney, anything you want to share with us?
Oh, that was horrible.
Okay.
What would you expect in dog food roulette?
I know.
You got to expect the worst. You didn't.
When we asked for volunteers, when we asked for contestants for dog food roulette, you guys were the first to call in.
Because we're all over it.
Man,
Boy.
now they're making like what we did to them, Terry. Lord. Where's the gratitude?
They just probably thought it was a radio stint.
What are you people? On dope?
Oh, jeez. Edit. You know, it always amazes me that here we are playing a nice, friendly game of dog food roulette, fun for the whole family.
Right.
And you have people that leave annoyed and upset. All right?
Okay.
They know what the situation is before they come down. They know the chances of them winning the flyaway to Boo Bum is 1 in 4, 1 in 5 even. The fact that they had a 25% chance was even better than they should have expected because we were supposed to have 5 contestants, but we ruled one out because she was late.
Right.
And yet, knowing that the odds weren't necessarily in their favor, they leave angry. Some dude threw his blindfold in the hallway there. Here we are allowing them to keep such a great souvenir. Like a blindfold they use in dog food roulette. They're going to talk to their grandchildren about the old day, who knows how long from now, Terry, and share the evidence of them participating. And what do? They leave angry. Why? Because they didn't win?
Sure.
They expect to win so much that even though they have to know what the odds are, and even though they knew what they volunteered themselves for, they leave angry. To the point where they throw blindfolds in the hallway. We had to find a Chef Boyardee stained blindfold in the hallway because somebody got angry and threw it.
Well,
never ceases to amaze me the lack of gratitude that someone who's invited to play dog food roulette can have.
Yeah.
Oh, they volunteered for it.
I know.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. I will open up the phone lines here. If anyone has anything they want to say before this weekend of ours hits, Terry.
All right.
We are on the verge of another weekend, and it being Friday the 13th should certainly make for a need for people to get some thoughts off their chest before the weekend hits full swing. 1-866-663-T-MAN is a toll-free number, as you know. Any issues, any thoughts, any comments, any dilemmas you may be facing? Now is the time to share them with us, and maybe we can figure out what direction your life needs to go in, as always, as usual around here, Terry. But before we do that, why don't you give me one quick story? What do you have there, Terry Free?
Out of Texas, a police officer has been suspended because of his graphic website on MySpace.com. Apparently, his little MySpace page included...
So it's not his website. He has a little, area
MySpace.
on his MySpace.
Yeah, his MySpace.
All right. He was suspended for something that was on his MySpace?
Yes.
Why should something that's on his MySpace affect him as a professional? What is he? He's a police officer?
He's a police officer, and they say that...
Why should anything you could say that's on his MySpace, even if it's the most highly illegal thing, how should it affect how's his job performance? How's his record? Does he have a good record?
Well, it just says here that the site contained images and statements that could undermine public confidence in the police department.
So it's like kiddie porn or something?
Well, no, it's actually...
It's not kiddie porn. He shouldn't have been fired.
It's images of dismembered women.
Oh, big deal.
So... And the city attorney claims that what is on his on the MySpace account kind of shows that he has a fondness for violence. And
how is he, as a performer in the police district that he's there to protect and serve, Terry?
Well,
how is his record? How is his performance evaluation? Good or not?
Doesn't give me all that information.
Impeccable, flawless performance record?
They're
going to get on him because he has a couple of body parts of women on his MySpace?
A couple?
Your MySpace is your means of expressing yourself, and this is the way he feels as though he can express himself best. Doesn't mean anything. And he's got a couple of limbs there just hanging around his MySpace.
On it, does it say he's a police officer?
No, actually, he listed his occupation as, quote, superhero / serial killer.
See, there you go. You lie about yourself. You create this image that actually isn't even close to who you really are. It's just your way of going about your little private life.
Well,
you really think this man should have been fired?
Well, he wasn't fired. He was suspended.
Well, that leads to firing.
Well,
that's what they always do while they investigate.
I mean, if he took the pictures from the evidence room, that might be a little bit different, of like unsolved mysteries.
If he took the picture from the dungeon in his house, then maybe there's something that needs to be addressed there.
Right.
But if he found a couple of pictures on the web and he just uploaded them and linked them onto his MySpace, big whoop.
Well, of course, he is going to appeal the suspension on the grounds that the punishment is excessive.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens.
He just went to Female Forearms with no other attachments.com and downloaded a couple of things and stuck them on his MySpace. Do you think the man should have been suspended and fired, yes or no? Yes or no question?
Yes, I think that if it comes to that, then it must be pretty graphic. I don't think they just,
How does that have anything to do with the fact that he is...
Because if he ever has to testify in court and that comes up...
He's quite adept at protecting and serving, and if there's anything that goes down in whatever city he's in, what city does this come from?
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Well, in Wichita Falls, Texas, if you need help, it'd be nice to know this man is there for you, Terry. Mm-hmm. Now, so many people are running to be police officers these days. So this one has a couple of female body parts.
Oh.
Look the other way.
The other way. Nice.
Stephen, your thoughts?
I don't understand if he's not saying he's a cop on there or anything like that. I don't think it really matters too much. I mean, although it is a little weird and creepy, but...
In what context are those female body parts on his MySpace?
Well, he claims, let me tell you, he claims that he did it in honor, what is it?
In honor.
Well,
anything in honor sounds good.
Was meant to be humorous, and he designed his site in the genre of horror movies. So on and so forth. So that's what he is claiming.
Again, if they search his home and these same body parts show up somewhere on the premises, then maybe it's a big deal. In his garage, in his shed, in his basement, then it's an issue. But if he just used the body parts to spell out some funny little phrase, what's the big deal?
Well, like I said, the city attorney claims that, quote, these are comments that would make it difficult if he was trying to defend himself against a complaint regarding excessive force as an officer. They're afraid that the comments that he has on his MySpace can be used against him.
I see. He has no credibility. Wonderful. Get in line with the rest of the world. 1-866-663-T-Man. Justin is calling from somewhere in Canada. Yes, Justin.
Hi.
How are you?
Pardon?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm calling because
It's impossible to keep a job these days, it seems, Terry. Yes, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Yes. My girlfriend is way too over. She has way too much of a sex drive for me, and I do not know how to deal with this.
Yes, the problems just keep rolling in, Terry.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's too big an info for him. She can't be satisfied. She can't get enough. And Justin is only one man and only has one genitalia to offer her.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's feeling the pressure. And another weekend is approaching.
Oh, jeez.
And he's starting to already get panicked.
We're going to be locked in the house again.
Justin, is this a real problem? Or are you just trying to have fun on the radio this morning? Not many people call in
a
saying
real
they're...
problem.
Really?
I work 12 hours a day all the time. I get home. First thing she does is she wants to have sex. I'm big, but I do it to just please her.
Do you explain to her that after a 12-hour workday, you may be in need of just a little chill time on the couch and save sex for when you get a little recuperation period under your belt, or what?
Well, seriously, if she doesn't get it, she gets real harsh bitchy.
She gets angry and bitchy.
Yeah, she gets very
She expects when you walk through the door that you are supposed to perform. You are there as a performer of the sexual varieties for her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're supposed to, after a 12-hour day, you walk into the door, rock hard, Terry, ready to please her after half getting his. What do you do for a 12-hour workday? What is your responsibility at the job?
I work construction. I lay vinyl decking and put up aluminum railing.
Sounds pretty exerting to me, Terry.
Yeah, it does.
Laying people at work.
But it's interesting because a lot of men, that's a big complaint of men, that women, aren't ready when they are, and so on and so forth. So it's
you like hearing that the tables are turned here.
It's interesting.
I wonder if there are more men out there in his situation that don't feel the confidence to come on the radio and admit this is the circumstance. Now, how long have you been going out with this girl?
Only a month.
A month?
And it's getting worse and worse.
And you guys live together or no?
Yes.
You live together after going out a month?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
good. She moved down here from another town. I met up with her, and I moved her right in, not expecting what kind of an info she is. Saying as though she's a little bit older than me. She's 28. I'm 23.
If you give it to her that one time through the door, are you then off the hook for a good 3-4 hour period or no? Or for the rest of the night or no?
No. As soon as I do it once, right before I go to bed, we're having sex again. I wake up in the middle of the night, we're having sex, and I go to work in the morning. Right before I go to work, we're going out for another quickie.
And you told me that you told us that you have had a conversation about how tiring your day is, and she wasn't having it. She wasn't listening. She didn't believe you. What was her feeling when you shared exactly with her what you're telling us?
That she feels like I don't want her, and the fact that she thinks I do not find her attractive enough to have sex with her. This weekend is she's bringing up another one of her friends, so we could have threesomes and whatnot that she's promised me.
Oh, that's just awful. This just
gets
worse and worse, Terry.
Well, maybe
2-9 shot.
I don't know how to.
All right, well, let's just deal with the typical day, because that's more of what you're dealing with. On a typical day, would she be okay with you crashing on the couch, laying your back down, and then she's beneath you on the floor, and you're just taking some apparatus and watching Sports Center at the same time and taking care of her? Is that workable or no?
I don't know. I've only been going with her for months, so I don't really know.
Well, that's
kind of what happens, though, when you move somebody in that quick. You don't take any time to get to know someone.
Mm.
I mean...
Yeah, you got way over your head here, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a terrible thing you walked into here.
Like.
Awful.
This weekend's going to suck having threesomes.
I'm just wondering how I can, deal with this a little bit more. Like, I'm losing sleep so much. I go to work day.
Well, this is who she is. This is who you.
Problem.
This is who you moved in. Do you want to continue on with this insatiable woman, or do you want to cut your losses, get her the hell out of there, pretend it never happened, and find some normal woman who doesn't want you to touch her?
No, I don't want that at all. Like, she's great. She treats me really good.
Well, we can't all of a sudden create energy in you that's not there. We can't all of a sudden create this performer out of you if it doesn't exist. So what are we going to do here? She's obviously, if you don't move her on, if you don't move her out, she's probably going to get so frustrated with you that she does it herself.
Is this your first girlfriend? I mean, like, real girlfriend?
No, but it's the first relationship I ever really tried at.
You ever really tried at? Most relationship you never tried.
Exactly.
You did a half-ass effort. You're trying here.
Right.
Yes. Are you succeeding so far? Is she angry with you? What is she feeling about you today as it stands right now? Is she happy with the way the week has gone, or is she just fed up with you and all your excuses?
She's really in love with me and whatnot, and I'm performing every night. You know, I'm not saying that I didn't cut her off at all, but there are times where I myself have faked the headache.
What if you went to your boss and explained the situation? Say, my girlfriend has an insatiable appetite for sex. Can you cut my workday down from 12 to 4 hours and still pay me the same? What would he say?
Up yours?
Mm-hmm. Up yours, yes. That's a good one. I'm going to write that one down.
Got them all in Canada.
Wow.
So are Canadian chicks hornier than American girls, you think? Or?
Pardon?
Are Canadian girls hornier than American girls?
I don't know. I've never been with American girls.
I think that's true, though.
I've only to the border this weekend. I'm trying.
All right, so what do we offer him, Terry? I can't make him somebody he isn't. I can't lessen his hours. His boss is going to give him the up yours.
Right.
What
Well,
options does he have?
I mean, I think that he is in a position where most guys would love to be in.
Right.
And,
well,
and
we
it's
know
kind of
that, Terry.
odd. But
So
I don't know.
I guess the answer is enjoy her as much as you can while you have her.
Yep.
Save her every second, even if you're exhausted through the whole process of it. And it's only a matter of time before, obviously, she gets fed up with you and has to move on to some real, more professional-like boyfriend.
Well, the thing I'm calling about is that because we're having so much, and she's basically forcing me, it's now become almost a chore to do it.
Yes, well, I hear you, sir. And, again, if you want to keep your job and you have your priorities in that kind of order, you can only do as much as you can.
Never saw that on the chore list when I was growing up. You're going to have sex with a 28-year-old 3 times today.
No! Yes. I was supposed to take out the garbage today!
It's my sister's turn.
The hell kind of questions are these, Terry? These poor bastards out there.
Yeah.
We feel their pain.
Yeah, maybe somebody with a problem should call.
John, it's your turn. Go ahead, John.
All right. Are you there?
Yes, we're here. Go ahead, John.
Just calling because I think you should give that girl that ate the dog food, I think you should give her something. She tried real hard.
She gets nothing. All right?
And I'm not so sure she tried real hard.
Yes, she ate 2 bites and threw up 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right?
That's not
Just because you're her boyfriend, you have to be subjected to that every night. And her dog poop breath now for the next 6 weeks. Don't get mad at me.
Cocky.
I'm sure some regular listener out there really has concerns for Courtney, who tried so damn hard.
Right.
You can leave the station now. There's no need to come back for any consolation prizes. You ain't getting any. It's amazing. As I said, Terry, these people come down knowing what they're in store for.
Right.
Knowing what the odds are, knowing what the circumstances are, then they get mad.
Yeah, we had 1 prize and 1 prize only.
No matter what we do, people complain.
No matter what anyone does, people are complaining. Here you got the nymphomaniac treasure tree chest of the world up there in Canada, and this guy wants to know how to slow her down.
And to make it worse, T-Man, she's bringing a 3rd girl in for the weekend.
It just keeps getting piled onto this man's life.
That sucks.
Awful.
T-Man, how can I get her to stop? Road trip. Kayla, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, T-Man. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling because I listen to your show all the time.
What's your problem?
And I know your look on long-distance relationships, like if your boyfriend's at college, she's cheating on you.
Non-relationship. She's not cheating on anyone because she's not in a relationship. There's no such thing as a long-distance relationship.
Okay.
It's a mirage.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, my boyfriend and I have been together for a little over a year.
Are you in a long-distance relationship?
No, we live really close to each other, and yeah. But he just is transferring to a school in Oregon, but it's a community college, so I was just wondering if that counts the same as a 4-year college.
Absolutely. If you can't drive...
Jeez.
What was the question?
Like a technicality, you know.
Does it
because it's only a 2-year college, it
what
works.
Kind of 2-year colleges have like parties and wild girls and stuff, you know?
I don't care if he's moving away.
What could he be doing bad?
I don't care if he's moving away for a month. For that month in time, you are not a couple, all right? Unless you are a married couple and it's a business thing, maybe there's a little loophole there. But if you're boyfriend and girlfriend and he's permanently changing residence and you can't drive to him in really any more than like an hour, so you can't see them on any regular day basis, that's not a relationship.
Still going to have girls in class.
The hell are you talking about? Your relationship is over. He's chosen his school over you.
So we're just supposed to break up just because he's going 2 hours
Think
away?
about how bad he wanted to get away from you. He had to go to a community college out of the state. There are community colleges, they're all the same. One community college is just the same as any other community college. There's no community college in Oregon that's any better in the Bay Area or any better than anywhere else. You go to a community college, you go to the closest one because they're all the same. And he's going to Oregon to get away from you. What does that tell you?
That's really harsh, T-Man.
He's choosing smarts over dumbness.
Well, can I ask Terry then?
Terry's
a girl. She understands. When you're with a guy for over a year, I mean, it's hard to break up just because he's going 2 hours away. 2 hours is
Maybe that's exactly why he's breaking up with you, because he's been with you over a year.
And
he's breaking up with you.
No, he's not.
And he's doing everything but actually saying the words because he doesn't have the guts, because he knows you'll break down in front of him. You know, what's breaking down right here on the radio.
Okay,
he's breaking up with you. He's breaking up with you. She hung up. Did I hang up on her, Terry?
No, you did not.
She hung up on me.
She did.
As I've said all through the course of this program, I will never hang up on anyone unless they swear or do something.
Right.
We have more people hang up on us on this program than in any program in the history of radio.
Yeah. Well, she didn't like what she was hearing. So
I saw both your middle fingers in the air, so there's no way you could have hung up on her.
He's breaking up with you! Why are people unable to be aware of when they're being broken up with? Do they actually have to hear those words to know they're being broken up with? There are a lot of times that you're being broken up with, ladies and gentlemen, when the words aren't spoken. I hope you're aware of that. More times than not, when you're being broken up with, you're not actually going to hear the words, yeah, I want to break up with you.
Wow.
Going to Oregon to get as far away from you to go to a community college is about as clear handwriting on the wall as you're ever going to get.
Honey, they have some of the best remedial math classes around. I have to go to this school.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
You have to travel to Oregon to really get a good community college education.
Their team sports classes are awesome.
Samantha in Maple Valley, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to make a comment about that guy who's calling from Canada.
All right, good. Hang on. You haven't been waiting long enough. People waiting longer than you. Jess in Pittsburgh. Go ahead, Jess.
T-Man?
Jess.
Yeah, what's up?
Finally,
I got a question.
Yes, Jess.
Is there such thing as mentally cheating?
Mentally cheating? No, I absolutely don't believe in the thought of cheating mentally. Thoughts are harmless. Don't ever condemn someone for their thoughts. If there was a thought prison, we'd all be in it. Why? Are you having all kinds of thoughts about cheating on your girlfriend or wife? Are you married?
Oh, no. It's, because I'm a guy that likes to watch porn.
Yes. Oh, you're the guy. Yes.
Yeah, he's the one.
He's the one spending $1 billion a year.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And my wife has caught my porn stash.
So you are married. You're a married man.
Yeah, I'm married, yeah.
Who got caught. Why should any man have to be caught with his porn stash? I don't keep my porn stash out in the open.
Right.
I don't put it on the mantle.
Right.
But I have it in a spot where my wife knows where it is, and she knows not to trudge on it, and she knows that it's there. I don't have to hide it and put it in the attic and write 1994 camping trip on the box.
And she's like, you don't even like camping.
She doesn't. She says
So
that,
you're feeling guilty because you like porn? You're feeling guilty because of thoughts that you're having? Are you kidding me?
I'm not feeling guilty about it.
Is that how brainwashed we become as a society, that we can allow ourselves to feel guilty over thoughts?
Apparently so.
I don't feel guilty at all. It's the fact that we argue about it because she says that I'm mentally cheating on her.
Well, tell her tell her to become a decent wife and leave you alone. Oh, she's being an indecent wife, Terry. She's being an overbearing wife for getting on him about his porn stash. He's a normal breathing, heart pumping, blood pumping, oxygen needing human being.
Right. Gotcha.
He's a man who's got certain needs. He's not going around running all over on his wife. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Tell her to mentally shut the F up and leave you alone. You're a good husband. It sounds like you're a good husband.
Yeah,
If you are a guy who's calling up feeling guilty about your porn, and that's all you feel guilty about, to me, that tells me you're a good husband. Tell her to quiet.
There's plenty more.
Is there any more? There's no more than that, right, Jess?
There's no more than that.
Well, then you're a good husband. Congratulations on being a good husband.
Nice job, Jess.
Good job, Jess.
Man, poor guy.
Yeah.
Being talked into feeling bad about himself.
I know a woman that put a child lock on their computer so he can't access any
Are
websites.
you serious?
Ridiculous.
Nobody should have to tolerate that.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
But he tolerates it.
32-year-old man can't go to a porn site.
But he tolerates it, doesn't he?
He does. 'Cause
Well,
he's a
that's-
dumbass.
Do they have kids, or is it
He's
just...
a dumbass.
Nope, they
That's
have
exactly why he tolerates it.
No kids. It's only for
So
him.
it's for him. Wow.
Antonio from San Jose, we have time for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing okay. Thank you for calling.
I'm all right. My
Never
problem
asked.
is financial, you know. I have this full-time job, go to school full-time as well, but I don't have enough money to pay my bills. It seems like, you know, I'm behind on a lot of them.
Well, what a far-fetched concept for any man to be dealing with in life. Next, you're going to tell me you like porn. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
He's
no. I
burning
don't
the
like
candle.
porn.
He's burning the candle at both ends, and he's having trouble making ends meet. What a far-fetched story to hear about. That's the way it goes for
That's the way it
everyone's
goes, huh?
for everyone's
I'm-
life at some period. Now you can do certain.
I'm only 22 years old. I don't have the money to go out on a weekend.
Well, then I look forward. I think you have a lot to look forward to. I look forward to seeing how high you'll fly. I mean, you're willing to put in all this time and go to school and work full time. Sounds to me like the stars are starting to line up for you, and it's only a matter of time before you explode on the world. Good for you.
Yeah, man. Right now, I don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. You
Well,
know?
there is a light, and you're making that light exist. Now, of course, that light could be the oncoming rushing of a train, but I don't want to think that, Terry. I think that the fact that this man is willing to put in those long hours to do all these things bodes well for his future.
Right.
Now, there's certain things he could do now to maybe help the situation along, like sending his bills in to 94.9 and having the T-Man pay them. I hear he does a lot of that, Terry?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I could do that. See, but the thing is, I don't even have statements. That's how far back all these bills are, you know? I
Yes,
can't
they
send them in.
didn't have statements back then.
No, back in the 1800s.
Right.
They pull out the old feather and ink.
Still in his mama's womb.
Even when I was at my poorest, I could find $1 for a 40. Come on, make it.
Yeah, so you think I have a good future then?
I
saying. I'm
just
sacrificing
based on all I've heard. I mean, if I really look deep into your life, I could find out you're a complete dumbass. But just based on everything you've told me, based on everything you've said, based on what I'm hearing right now, I would buy your stock.
Wow, you're a great palm reader.
I like to buy low and sell high, baby.
There you go.
And right now, you're pretty damn low, but you're going to soar.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Let her have soars.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot, man. I'm at work right now.
You're like a
I'm at
fortune
work
cookie.
right now taking a longer break so I can talk to you guys.
Well,
I hope my boss ain't listening.
There you go. Your boss should understand.
If he is, give me a raise. If he is, give me a raise.
All right,
Give him a raise.
Come on, boss.
Man, just need a little pep talk, Terry.
Well, that's
You're
good.
helping people left and right here.
You are.
Well, that's
the other, knocking them down.
That's what I do. You hear that, Gail? 1-866-663-T-Man. Now, before the end of the show, let me give away another pair of Boo Bomb tickets,
Oh,
Terry.
all right.
To those listening in the Bay Area. For those listening in the Northwest, you already heard somebody this morning win one of the 4 trips, one of the flyaway, all expenses paid trips to Boo Bomb 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Now we go back to giving to the Bay. First caller, 1-866-663-T-Man. Right now. I'm not going to wait till the next segment. We'll get Boo Bomb tickets. Who's this?
This is Minnie.
And why are you calling, Minnie?
Oh, is this Wild949?
More or less, yes.
Are you
It's
guys...
also Cube 93, but who's counting, yes.
I'm sorry?
Why are you calling, Minnie? You sound like a Minnie.
MySpace.
Minnie? Oh, she hung up!
Oh, wow.
She was first on the draw. She was faster than anyone. I heard the radio in the background. She knew why she was calling. Why couldn't she just say it? She had the tickets.
Minnie.
You had the tickets, Minnie.
Minnie.
Minnie, And he got
Slipped
scared. She
right
just got
through.
scared. I can't believe I'm on the radio.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I can't believe I'm on the radio. I can't believe I beat everyone to it. Minnie, if anyone deserves tickets, it was you. You were the fastest on the draw.
Congrats. Oh,
Okay, second place is a happy spot to be in this morning. Who's this?
This is Adam again.
Adam.
I'm back on the line.
I can't take two calls on the same day.
Right, Adam.
Third place, a wonderful spot. Good morning.
I need football tickets.
Who's this?
Karina,
Karina, where you from?
Hayward.
Do you have tickets yet or no?
No.
You do now.
Thank you.
Where's the excitement?
Huh?
Where's the euphoria?
What'd you say?
Never mind. Who are you taking with you?
I am taking my husband with me.
Oh, that's pretty lame. All right, hang on. You're the winner.
Thank you.
Karina from Hayward.
Yay, congratulations.
Boo Bomb 2006 is yours, baby.
Thank you.
What are you going to wear to the concert?
Something pink.
Something pink.
I have a couple of suggestions.
Oh. Yeah, they're all pink inside.
Boy.
Whoa.
Karina's our winner. Well done,
Yes.
Karina. Actually, Minnie was our winner, but she blew it. Well, shame.
Minnie.
Yeah, and then it was Adam, but he was thinking it would be give it to the
The T-Man Show.
I could get upset. Things could get out of hand.
When we get back on Monday, we'll know whether Oakland is still alive in their American League Championship Series. Doesn't look that promising. Only because Detroit is like just out of control right now, off the rails with momentum. And you ran into them at the wrong time if you're a big A's fan. So winning 2 out of 3 in Detroit doesn't seem like the easiest chore in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not completely out of the question by any means, Terry, but we'll know on Monday because I think they have games 3, 4, and 5 tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, right? So we'll know whether they're heading back to Oakland, heading back to the Bay when we get back on Monday, Terry. I know you're looking feverishly for your pick in your elimination pool.
Oh, yes.
Why are you looking this week? You always take the default pick anyway.
Well, no, just the last 2 weeks because I forgot. But the first 3,
That's
I
the secret to your success.
no. But the first 3, I
Default kicks
actually
ass.
did some research and looked at the schedule and from week to week.
Yes. And who does your fantasy football team play there, Steven, this week?
One of the other teams in the league.
Right, he has no idea. No idea. What are you playing?
I'm playing the juggernaut of the league. The guy that's been high
That'll
point
be
guy.
my team is what you're saying.
Well, this guy's got Donovan McNabb, so I'm a little worried.
Donovan McNabb has been out of his mind with fantasy points this year so far, Terry.
But he's going down and going down hard.
But when he comes back down to earth, it's going to be a harsh reality for whoever you're playing. And I'll tell you right now, whoever you're playing, maybe he's dominated so far. But my team will not lose the rest of the year, Terry. And the money goes to charity, Terry.
Yep.
As I decided, because there are too many sniveling people in my league that have taken all the fun for that out of it, and they can keep all the money, or I'm going to take it and then send it right off to charity.
Right.
Yes.
Pseudo commissioner.
Exactly right.
We play the STD cocktail.
You play STD cocktail?
Yes.
STD cocktail.
Well, good luck trying to wiggle out of that.
I love some of those.
Unscathed.
Oh, that's great.
STD cocktail has got a record of what, Steven?
I don't know, but we're 17-point underdogs.
Woo! Oh.
Yeah, there are betting lines in our fantasy football league, Terry. You want to take some action
Wow.
on that?
No,
I would
really,
put
I
it
don't.
all on the cocktail.
I am going to put it on the cocktail.
You're not going to take the Albaholics in the points?
No.
Because of their stupid team name?
Yeah.
The Albaholics?
That's me, dude. Can't get enough. Oh, I'm stuck. Sorry.
Here, let me hit you.
Well, good luck to you nonetheless, David.
Well, thank you. I'll be watching feverishly on Sunday.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, right.
The T-Man Show.
Go out, look for a job. The word today is job. Job.